Well, hello, my beautiful, absolutely gorgeous subscribers, and welcome to another of our live streams of What Will 4Kids Do This Time? Hello, my beautiful darlings. How have you been this week? I hope everything has been okay with you. Hello, Julian, Marlene, Kurosaki, Daniel, welcome to another episode of me losing my mind. I hope that this week has been treating you absolutely okay. My week has been great too. I've got a lot of things done. I've experimented with some very interesting things this week. It was absolutely fun. Oh boy, I did not expect to go to places that I was supposed to, but here we are. Maybe in the future I will share exactly what I did this week, but not today. Julian, sorry honey, I did not have the time to watch your short video. I do apologize. Very busy this week, honey. Very busy. As well as Daniel, also thank you so much for sending me the interview of the voice actors. I also did not have time to watch that, nor I thought at this time was it appropriate for me to actually watch it, simply because we still did not finish season 3, and I don't want any spoilers from Merrick, the voice actor who did the voice for Merrick. So that, you know, I did not want to spoil myself. Even though if there wasn't any spoilers or none of that sort, I thought it was still a little bit too early for me to watch it. So, Daniel and Julian, I do apologize for that. But I promise you, well, Julian especially, I promise you that I'll watch the short this week, absolutely, 100%. But Daniel, I do apologize. Maybe after we finish season 3, I'll watch this interview. But other than that, it's a little bit too early, sweetheart. Also, Visa honey, welcome to the stream, my beautiful darling. Oh my god. Visa darling, thank you so much for already talking about my boosty. Thank you so much. Speaking of boosty, since we already are on this topic, well, what can I say? Chapter 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh! GTT Volume 3 is officially done. On Saturday, I'll be posting the PDF, probably, the PDF file of the whole chapter. Well, that depends, of course, what my subscribers will decide. Visa, my darling, I posted a poll where you can vote in what version you want to receive Chapter 1. And of course, Chapter 1 will be signed by me, so you'll have a full copy where you can have the beautiful 2-spreader and just enjoy overall how it's supposed to look. So, my darling, please do vote on Boosty, and next week you'll be able to receive and download the whole chapter in one beautiful file. So, my darlings, of course, if you want to start reading Chapter 1, Boosty is available. Visa has already mentioned it in the comments and shared the link, and I've already pinned it, so please go there, check it out, and enjoy. And of course, next month, we'll continue with Yu-Gi-Oh! GTT on my Boosty with Chapter 2, AAAAAAnd. So this should be quite fun. I, of course, already work on it. So far, it looks absolutely beautiful. Who knew that bricks are the most easiest thing to do after doing many pages with bricks? Now they become the relaxing part of the page. Oh my goodness. I hope you were able to check out the link I put up regarding voice actors interviewed. One was Megan. Yes, Daniel, like I already mentioned, I did not watch it. Not only I didn't have the time this week, I also thought it was a little bit inappropriate to watch it right now because Merrick's voice actor was also in their interview, and maybe he could have spoiled either season 2 or season 3. So I thought it was a little bit too early. I'll watch it once we'll finish season 3, but for now, let's not. Maybe there aren't any spoilers. I don't know, but I decided not to risk it, honey. I decided not to risk it. But yes, my sweeties, so this is what I had to share with you regarding Yu-Gi-Oh! GTC. So please, once again, the link is in the description box as well as in our beautiful chat. So please go ahead and check it out. Subscribe to it here and you'll be able to read the chapter, no problem. But my sweeties, regarding our review quiz that we had this week, well, my darlings, what can I say? I mean, we love Kagami. I love Kagami. Kagami is the greatest animator of all time. I am biased. I'm very biased, of course. But no. Last episode, episode 70, was done by Kagami-sensei. It was done by the amazing Hirayama-sensei from Studio Sunshine. So, my darlings, those of you who voted for other people like Kagami or Sugimoto-sensei, no. Episode 70 was done by one and only Hirayama-sensei. So, my darlings, those of you who made the mistakes, please remember your animators. After all, episode 70 was the 4th one in our rotation, so of course, it was Hirayama-sensei's episode. So, please do remember your animators as well as the studios that they are from. And I believe this is the perfect segue to jump into our beautiful poll. Ah, Yuki-chan, hello, honey. Hello. Welcome to the stream. So, my sweeties, let's go. Episode 70. Which studio has done episode 70? We, of course, have Yumeta. I cannot spell today, as always. We have Sunshine Corporation. We have Studio Gallop. And beautiful Dawn Gun. That will cause us lots and lots of problems in the future with so many animators that they will be introducing. I swear. It's gonna be fun. Okay, my darlings, let's go. Which studio has done episode 71? Today's episode. As we remember, actually, yeah, I'll take my statement back. If you remember what studio and who's the animator that done the previous episode, you should know that today's episode is done by another studio. We will not have the same studio do 2 episodes in a row unless it's a filler episode, it's a recap episode, and yeah, that's it. Or they switch rotation, of course. There's also that. We can have a little that quickie thing. Ah, thank you, Chan. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm dressed all in purple today simply because this is another episode that involves Sun and Moon brothers. Or Mask of Light and Darkness. Or whatever 4Kids call them. So yeah, purple is the perfect outfit for today. And I also finally decided to, you know what? I'm just going to let down my hair. I usually hairstyle my hair in like buns and like ribbons and other stuff on the back. But today I was like, you know what? Nah. I've only been with my hair down on our streams maybe once, I think. Usually my hair is always up. But yeah, so today is just simple this. So I hope you don't mind, guys. I thought it was appropriate. Yes, Daniel, these two. I'm not, guys, again, I'm not going to remember their English names. Like, I barely remember the main characters' English names, okay? So, like, yeah, remembering the secondary characters, nah. That's going to be a hard, it's definitely going to be a hard time. Oh, thank you, Chan. Thank you. Okay, so far, Studio Gallop is taking the lead. Sunshine and Yumeta are sharing second place, and Dangan is not getting any love. I wonder what is going on. Why Dangan is not getting any love? Maybe it's their time to be in the rotation. Or maybe not. Let's see. Guys, as we know, today is the 5th spot in our rotation. And then the last studio will be next episode, and then we're going back to the beginning of the rotation. Just remember, six places. So today we're in the 5th place. So, who are in the 5th place? Let's see. Any other votes for today's episode, or nah? Not even me to remember those names. Oh, it's okay, honey. You'll, like, by the end of the series, you'll be able to at least recall maybe 10 animators. Especially those that will stick with us for either all of the show or half of the show. Well, technically, yeah. More than a half, but not all of it. That's probably the saddest part about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that the animators that were introduced at the beginning, by the time Season 5 rolls in, most of them will be gone. And the later animators that will be introduced in like Season 2, Season 3, they will stick until the end. Well, not everyone, but most. So yeah. Sadly, not every single animator from the beginning sticks until the end. And Season 5 shows that very well. Oh well. As the 4Kids change their names in a weird way. That too. That too. The adaptation of their names for the English audience, that's... I don't know why. I absolutely don't know why. But, I mean... I could understand the reasoning. It's simply like, oh, because apparently outside of America no other country exists, that's why we need to adapt their names to sound more English. But it still doesn't make sense for the characters because they are clearly Japanese. Like, in their mannerism and everything that they do. But then again, the 4Kids changed their mannerism as well. They seriously made Yuugi the freaking villain. Yo, Fallen! Welcome to the stream. Once again, honey, thank you so much for following my boosty, as well as voting for the file that you want Chapter 1 to be sent. Thank you so much. Let's see how Visa will vote, and then Chapter 1 will be up on the 27th for you two guys to download and enjoy. Today's animator has a tendency to do an episode of a multiple-parter. Yeah. You're right, Daniel. You're absolutely right. Okay, Fallen, so cast your votes, see if you're correct. Because so far, Gallop is in the lead, Yumeta is in the 2nd place, followed by Sunshine, and then we have Dangan not getting any love. Enjoy the last chapter of the volume. Oh, Fallen, I am so glad. You mean the last page of Chapter 1? Yeah, Volume 3 will consist of multiple chapters. Just like any regular book, basically. But if I were to animate Volume 3, that thing would have been maybe like 2 or 3 episodes, actually. So Volume 3 is quite long because a lot of things will be happening there. Oh, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be absolutely fun. Oh, I won't while you were yapping. Well, I guess it's the time to do what? To close the poll. Okay, my darlings. Well, what can I say? Yes. 1000% Dangan did not do today's episode. It's definitely not their time for the rotation. No. They're usually at the beginning of the rotation. Sunshine literally done the previous episode. Hirayama Sensei from Sunshine Corporation has done the previous episode. So since today's episode is not a filler, yeah, he does. Studio Sunshine Corporation does not do today's episode. Yumeta, as we remember, they're the last ones in the rotation, so definitely not their episodes either. So that leaves us with not Dangan. That leaves us with Studio Gallop. Woo! As we remember, they are the 5th ones in the rotation. Well, most of the people remember, not absolutely everybody. But who is the animator from Studio Gallop? Let's go, let's go, let's go. As always, I will give 2 animators from Studio Gallop and 2 other animators from other studios. Let's see if you will guess it right. So who do we have? We have Sugimoto Sensei, we have Hirayama Sensei, we have Kudo Sensei, we have Kobayashi Sensei. Let's see if you will remember who is in the 5th place of our rotation. Particularly, which animator? Let's go, let's go, let's go. I am quite curious to see your votes. Not to mention, this animator has been with us since the very beginning. So at this point, you should know his name. Absolutely great animator. Oh my god, I adore him. But sadly, he'll be with us for only 3 more episodes. And the next episode that he's going to do is probably my most favorite one that he has done. It is gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is emotional. It is everything. Every time I see this episode, I cry like a little baby. I even used this episode when I did one of my IMVs a couple of months ago. Yeah, no, absolutely great animator. Oh my god, speaking of great animators, so Sugimoto Sensei is taking the lead by a landslide. Hirayama and Kobayashi Sensei are in the 2nd place, and sadly, Kudo Sensei is not getting any love! What do you mean Kudo Sensei and his beautiful rectangular faces is not getting any love? Oh man! Don't we just... Oh my god, we love Kudo Sensei. And you also will be leaving us soon. Good god! Oh! The tragedy, I swear. Oh my god. But yes, my darlings, it's going to be really, really fun. Today's episode is also going to be... Oh, what's up? What's this? Guys, 2 seconds. I have... Yeah, my lipstick decided to imprint on the upper part of my lip. Apparently, I'm going to be a very, 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 very messy drinker today. Don't worry, Sensei, I cried too because you draw beautifully. Oh, honey, thank you so much. But then again, compared to all these animators, and especially the god himself, I don't know how to draw anything. Their level and me somewhere at the bottom. Like, in the depths of hell. Because again, they're the gods and we're the peasants. And that's the reality of it. I don't know, guys. Again, I'm extremely biased. I am always going to put them on the toppest level. No matter what people tell me and no matter how much people try to convince me. God level. Everybody else. Me included. I don't know how to draw. Okay, darlings. I guess we can slowly end the poll in about 30 seconds. Yeah, I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds. And then we will end the poll. Let's see if anybody else is going to vote. But Sugimoto is definitely taking the lead. Like, there's no chance that it's going to be somebody else. Neither I know anyone telling me, oh, Yuki-chan, it's okay, honey, it's okay. Again, drawing takes so much time and practice. I've been drawing since 2009, so for about, yeah, almost 16 years at this point. And, I don't know, give me 20, 30, 50 years. Compared to the gods level, I don't know how to do it. It doesn't matter how long I'll be drawing. They're the gods. That actually kind of reminds me when Sensei gave an interview when he was giving a tour around his house, and he showed that he got an autograph from Toriyama Sensei and the creator of JoJo. I am blanking on his name. I do apologize for that. And he was like, Toriyama Sensei is God. I do not compare. And I'm over here like, Sensei, what do you mean you do not compare? Have you seen your drawings? Again, guys, this is like very biased opinion because we look at our idols, we look how amazing they are, and then we look at our stuff and you go like, yeah, garbage. Yeah, it is absolutely insane. Sensei also mentioned, like, in other of his interviews that he is like, yeah, I don't know how to draw, I'm bad at it, but I guess I'm a good designer. And actually that explains a lot because the way that he frames his pages, like this particular style of the boxes and the flow of the page, how you read it, and the action that follows the next page, and then you flip it. You know what? It makes sense. The whole page is absolutely stylized, and oh, it's so great. I'm telling you guys, once you see it, you cannot just unsee it because Sensei is genius when it comes to creating the pages, creating all of these panels, and just like all the action flowing from one box to another to the next page. Ugh. God, I'm telling you guys, God! Okay, guys, let's end the poll, and I'll read your comments in a second, okay? So, my darlings, yes, it's not Kudo Sensei's episode, not to mention he's not from Studio Gallop, so there you go. Kobayashi is from Studio Gallop, but it's also not his episode, not to mention he's technically a newcomer. We only see him for just a little bit, so definitely not. Hirayama Sensei has literally done the previous episode, so once again, not his. That leaves us with the great Sugimoto Sensei. Our love and joy and heart, because his episodes are absolutely marvelous. And the next episode that we're going to see from him, aside from this gorgeous episode, the tag duel between Masks of Light and Darkness, Sun and Moon, and of course Atem and Kaiba. Next episode is actually going to be a duel between Jonachi and Atem. And like I said, it's one of my favorite episodes that Sugimoto Sensei has done. So much emotion, so much conflict, so much everything. But we're going to talk about it once we get to that episode. But today we're still discussing the Masked Brothers, Sun and Moon, or Light and Darkness. So let me read you guys your comments real quick, and then we'll hop into the episode. If it makes you feel better, I can try to save my life. Oh no, Julian, honey. Sweetie, as an art teacher, let me tell you, practice, 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 practice. The more you practice and draw, maybe not every day, but at least, I don't know, spend 6 to 8 hours a week, the more you improve. Everybody can draw, you just need to give it a shot and spend as much time on it. Of course you're going to hate your drawings. I mean, every artist hates their drawings. Even the gods themselves. Like I said, Sensei, he was like, I'm not an artist. F that. And he's a god, guys. He's a god. And I don't live with money like everyone else, but my passion for drawing is a lot, immense, that a lot. Oh, Yuki-chan, that's great. And that's what it's supposed to be, guys. Sensei, when he started out and started drawing, for the first 15 years since he graduated, he didn't have money at all. He was living in absolute poverty. He didn't even have money to pay for his electricity bills, his cable was cut off, everything, guys. And he still continued on. He worked as an assistant to a manga artist. He also worked as a designer for like the arcade machines, like the art design, you know, like on the side of the arcade machines, he did that. And he still believes in himself, like he will be able to do it. He was too stubborn to give up, you know? And that's, guys, what you have to do. Continue drawing no matter what. Which card did Takahashi Sensei say he liked but was playing to draw? Ah, it was Guy the Fierce Knight. He hated drawing Guy the Fierce Knight, Daniel. I understand it because it's the horse. It's the freaking horse. Horses are so freaking hard to draw. Oh my god. Like, you need to make the horse look majestic, while the horse has the body of a freaking cow with long legs. And it's supposed to, and apparently it's supposed to be majestic and graceful and stuff. Yeah, no, horses are a pain to draw, so I completely understand when Sensei said that Guy the Fierce Knight was a pain to draw. I don't remember which one, but it was mentioned once. Yeah, it was. Yeah, he is a god. Ah, David Honey, welcome to the stream. It's okay, honey. It's like, you're absolutely on time for the show. We just finished the poll, discussing, of course, the god himself, Sensei, and his art, and slowly getting into the 4Kids shenanigans. The answer is in volume 21, one of his top... Yes, exactly, it is in volume 21. He did mention the whole list of his favorite monsters, and of course, Blue Eyes White Dragon being top 1. After all, it's the very first dual monster that he designed and drawn, and of course it's inspired by Jaws and Alien. So yeah, it makes sense that it's his favorite monster, abso-freaking-lutely. And I believe in one of the streams, guys, I actually read you the list. Read you the whole list of all the monsters. Yeah, a horse is definitely a pain. It's absolutely a pain. Okay, sweeties, I guess this is where we can slowly start. So let me just take a more sip of my water. And switch it to a beautiful glass of grape juice. 4Kids stream, grape juice. Absolutely just a grape juice. So my darlings, as always, sweeties, if you have not liked this video just yet, please do like this video. To all my new subscribers, welcome, welcome, welcome. I stream at 4Kids 3 times a month. And I hope that you will also subscribe to the channels to enjoy my shenanigans. And of course, 4Kids shenanigans as I point them out and lose my mind utterly. And of course, my sweeties, like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the beautiful YouTube stuff. And also, Boosie is right here. It is also pinned in the comments as well as in the description box. Volume 3, aka Episode 3, Chapter 1 is officially done, and the PDF file will be uploaded on my Boosie page next week. You can of course start reading it page by page on Boosie. A QR code is right here, so please scan it, go ahead, enjoy, subscribe to a tier, and everything will be awesome. And you can also subscribe and get your copy of Chapter 1 next week. Next month, we'll be starting with Chapter 2. As well as those of you who have subscribed, Fallen, Nox, and Vista. My darlings, once again, thank you so much for being my Boosie subscribers. I hope you will continue sticking with me next month and many months after that. My darlings, please do not forget you are also will be voting upon not only how you're going to receive Chapter 1, but as well as how Motion Comics is going to be made. That will be up to you. That poll will be also posted very, very soon. So I hope that you will vote and see, and well, technically not see, decide how it's going to be made, because your vote will decide the fate of the Motion Comics. So let's say that. But yes, my sweeties. So, go ahead. Boosie is available for your enjoyment. But to my other subscribers on YouTube, I love you also so much, guys. Thank you for supporting this channel. Let's continue having fun. Let's continue screaming at 4Kids and just enjoy all the Yu-Gi-Oh goodiness that is available to us. And of course, celebrate and cheer Sensei and his amazing, absolutely masterpiece that brought us all together in this big Yu-Gi-Oh family. So cheers to you, cheers to Sensei. Let's have fun this episode. by the way, today's episode's yeah, it's masked. Oh, yes, David, I did go over, I jumped into Sensei's quotes when he published the chapters in Shonen Jump, and he did not mention anything about what inspired him to create the mask deck. I also, in volume 21, in the Talk About version, nothing was also mentioned since Sensei only talked about his favorite monsters. And in the Bunkaban version, as well, nothing. He mentioned other things that inspired him to do the Battle City arc, but that's it. There was no mention of what specifically inspired Sensei to create the masked deck. So David, I am very, very sorry. I wasn't able to find anything. And maybe there is something, maybe, but from the sources that I had, there was nothing. I also thought that maybe Sensei would leave some sort of quotes of his, like, what inspired him to create this. But no, he actually talked about when he released today's chapter. He talked about that he had a school reunion that week. That's what he talked about, and he also mentioned that it was the first time that he had to drink so much because he hadn't been drinking for a while. Probably since the start of Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, since when he's going to have the time, you know? Only when his editors throw a party or something like that. Or like if they have like a work meeting where they have to meet at the bar. But that's it. So yeah, that's what Sensei mentioned during those chapters. But yeah, that's it. So I do apologize, David, but yeah. I don't know why specifically what inspired Sensei to create the masked deck. I am very, very sorry about that. If you have any other sources, please do let me know. But my sources, no, nothing. More pain when Forkies make it sound like a zebra or a cat. Oh my god, Daniel, don't mention that. Oh my god. A zebra, a cat, or a freaking crow. Caw-caw, caw-caw. This episode has no trivia but couple of errors. Okay, Kurosaki, I would love to see the arrows. Unless I'll be able to catch them first, okay? Because if I'll be able to catch them first, then you'll be here to, you know, approve of them. Be like, oh yeah, girl, you got it, you got it. You better make it. Yes, honey, make yourself some popcorn, absolutely. Also, Fallen, yes, cheers, honey. Oh, Fallen, by the way, honey. YouTube, for some reason, really hates your freaking username. Every time you post on my videos, I have to approve your comments. Because, the name of your channel, that's a Fallen Children, but the other name, the original name, something daddy. YouTube hates that. It's like, are you sure this channel can, you know, like, comment on here? Or do you approve of the comment? Yeah, because I don't know why, but I guess because your name sounds a little bit 18 plus, that's why YouTube is like, are you sure? So yeah, I don't know what's going on, but YouTube really hates that. He either hides your comments or makes them approve, or makes me approve your comments. So yeah, sweetie, if you don't see your comments for some reason on the videos, I apologize. YouTube just doesn't like your username. One thing I never told you, Sensei, would you like to— Yes, you can try to. Of course you can tell me. When did 4Kids ever make sense with sound effects? Never. Absolutely never. Yes, Fawn, exactly, yes. I don't know why. I mean, it sounds fine. There's no problem. But I guess the user believes it's a little bit 18 plus, and that's why it's like trying to either hide your comments or, like I said, makes me approve your comments. And now because the comments are literally hidden somewhere in YouTube Studio where I have to click on this button, click on this filter, yada yada yada. Yeah, that's a freaking problem. That is a freaking problem to find them, because sometimes I don't even, like, do I have a held comment? Checks a week later. Oh, I had 3 held comments. Jesus! Apology accepted. Speaking of masks, have you ever attended masquerade parties back then? No, David, actually I haven't. It would have been so freaking cool to, I don't know, attend a masquerade ball or a party or something like that. It's so freaking fun. Yeah, that would have been absolutely lovely. But sadly, I never did. As I can see by the last day. Yes, you can! YouTube likes that it will choose like your active name, the one that you want to be displayed. But in the comment section, whenever you're commenting, they're choosing the name that you went with originally. Like, that's why my freaking name is Aoi Hashiba / Yu-Gi-Oh! /season /8 6. That whole thing. Because that's the name that I went with originally, but my display name is Aoi Hashiba. In the last stream. Julian, either way, yeah, that's what it displays, and whenever you comment, that's what it's going to display. If it's the exact same thing on both ends, then it shouldn't be a problem. But it's been a while since I saw the episode, so you can just see the errors before I do. I mean, of course, like, it's very possible. I guess we're gonna have to see how it goes. I will not be sending you to Shadow Realm, honey. No way. How come the perplexity mask wasn't used in the tag duel? Oh, honey, David, we're actually going to talk about it because, like I said, in the manga, it's a little bit different compared to the animated version because, again, in the animated version, what did they have to do? Expand the runtime and... because they changed the rules of the dual disc, that's why we have other errors happening in the episodes. Yeah. And so we're also gonna be discussing that. Just guys remember, in the manga, what do we have? We only have one zone for trap cards and monster cards and spell cards. It's like the monster field of the dual disc. That's why there's both Atem and Kaiba will be using only 5 cards each. While in the animated version, what do we have? We have the monster field as well as the spell and trap card field on the side of the dual disc, as well as a whole freaking slot for field spells. So go figure, guys. Of course, in the anime they needed to, you know, add more cards, add more turns, and other shenanigans. Yeah, YouTube definitely has a mind of its own. Don't even get me started on the things that they changed this week, adding 30 freaking updates. Jesus Christ. When I looked at you, Sensei, I feel like I was looking... No. Yuki-chan, no. Takahashi Sensei is the greatest human being on this earth. Nobody could ever compare to him. Even, like, a little speck. Absolutely not. And I can only show my appreciation for his work, for the great man that he was, is, and forever will be. But comparing a tiny me to the god, let's absolutely not. I will not accept it. Sensei is god, I'm just here, okay? Please don't. No comparisons, absolutely no comparisons whatsoever. Sensei is the greatest man, and he will forever be that. But I'm glad that I'm able to light you up and light up your dreams, because again, that's what Sensei has given to all of us, given to me, and if I can help other people read his work and make other people enjoy his work and fulfill his wish of everybody through his work becoming friends, then that's all that matters. I'm happy to do all of this to continue honoring him and his wish. But yes, my darlings, I guess it's okay, Yuki-chan. It's absolutely okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. My parents and I visited Italy. We have a beautiful masquerade. Oh, that is so cool, David! Oh my god! That is really cool. Italy is such a beautiful place. Oh my god, Italy is absolutely gorgeous. Even though I hate Roman Empire, I'm still at awe how absolutely beautiful this city is. The culture and everything. But I guess, my dear, this is where we can slowly start with the Yu-Gi-Oh part of our stream. So, my darlings, as always, I'll repeat myself. Like, comment, subscribe. Boosty is right here. Scan the QR code or click on the link in the community, in the comments, and let's enjoy today's episode done by amazing Sugimoto Sensei. It's going to be a beautiful episode. 4 kids are going to fucking ruin it, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not going to lose my mind. It's gonna be okay. Ugh. So, we're starting off as always with 20 kids out of 20 because we're still on season 2. But technically we do need 30 kids at this point. We've been going into the negative zone too much. But yes, my darling. So starting off at 20 out of 20. The court is officially in session to judge 4 kids once again. Let's see how much they will screw it up. Yeah, at this point, I don't even have, like, I don't know, hope that the episode is not gonna be screwed up. I'm literally here to see how much they will screw it. One more thing before you start, I hope you'll end up with another large bingo score. Oh, David, I hope. That is insane, guys. We literally almost filled up the whole board. That is insane. Let's see how much the bingos we're gonna get today. Is gonna be super fun. Looking at the details of the mask cards used in the duels, the masks on the monsters are wood. Yeah, they are. They are absolutely related to that. But then again, what is technically the inspiration of it? Like, what prompted Sensei to create specifically for this tag duel to use masked cards? So yeah, no, I don't know. It's really quite fun. It is. We can literally speculate about it, but we will never know why Sensei has specifically chosen masks. But anyway, guys, let's go. So, a little sip for courage. No lipstick? Nope. We're fine. Okay, my darlings. 3, 2, 1, and start. And the player did not start. Even the player was like, fuck 4 kids.
Accepting our challenge was a huge mistake. When this double duel is over, you 2 will be banished to the Shadow Realm. Then we'll deliver both of your Egyptian god cards to Master Merrick, and he shall possess all 3.
Wrong. We will prevail, and you will release Mokuba and my friend.
Never. Just look at this. It's my Mask of the Accursed magic card. And once I place it on your monster, it will be rendered useless, Yuugi. So try my mask on for size, Magnet Warrior. It's a perfect fit. As long as this mask stays on, your monster can't attack or defend. And that's not the only effect, Yuugi. Until the mask comes off, you will lose 500 life points for every turn you take. You're finished! I'll also place 1 card face down. Now it's back to your side.
It's probably a trap card. Loomis hasn't played 1 monster card yet. I think I'm onto their team strategy. I bet Umbra holds their monster arsenal in his deck, while Loomis holds a deck full of magic and trap cards to weaken our monsters.
You'll be in the Shadow Realm very soon. As soon as your life points reach 0. And speaking of life points, you...
Okay, stop talking. Jesus Christ, they never shut up. Oh my god. Okay, so where do we start? First of all, 4 kids are allergic to silence. That's why this beautiful box will forever be this, will have the 4 kids logo on it, because hell nah. 4 kids are allergic to silence. Not even 1 minute in, non-stop talking. Good god. Second, annoying voices. I honestly hate, light and darkness voices. Once again, we have the generic of, you
I am the villain of this episode, muhahaha, and I'm going to defeat you, Yuugi and Kaiba, and take your Egyptian god cards. Yada 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 yada. Nah, I'm done. That just no. Also, whoopsie. Also, what did we have? We had a Magnus Warrior making the cow noises. Meow, meow. Yeah, sure, beautiful. So immediately we are going with monster sound effects. That was literally just like one monster, and yeah, I'm done. I'm already done. Good God. And I am holding on to this. I am very, very much holding on to this one right here, because I am still pissed that Yuugi is the one who is talking in Atem's head. Like, good God, could we stop with that? And this is literally rendering Atem useless. Not only, Yuugi is saying half the dialogue that was made up by 4Kids, and the other half the dialogue that was from the original. So it's like, make up your mind. Is Yuugi the smart cookie? Or is he the arrogant cookie? Because right now the dialogue that he came out of his mouth, oh, I think I'm onto their strategy. Muhahaha! I am so smart. This guy uses spell cards, and this guy uses trap cards. Kaiba, you see, I'm smart.
Yeah, that was very arrogant, to be honest. In the original, yeah, so Atem did say that he understood the strategy, and that it's all about teamwork. That's why Light is using spells and traps, while Darkness uses monster cards. That was the whole thing. And he and Kaiba also need to work in a team, so they could defeat the two. But no, we had none of that. We had very, very arrogant freaking Yuugi. So you know what? Instead of Optimus uses, Yuugi's the villain. That's it. I am mean. I hate his voice in Autumn's head, and I also hate that he's an arrogant little prick. So yeah, there we go. Woo! Well, one of them has the same voice as Haga.
That explains it. Oh, that explains it. Yes. Oh my God.
Guys, also, in the future, I'm going to make a very, very funny short that has to do with Haga and 4Kids. Because I cannot help myself. This is too perfect. That's going to be in the future, probably in a month, because next month is Sensei's birthday is next month on October 4th. So once again, I'll be posting an IMV on his birthday like I did last year. So next month is his month, and then yeah, sure, we can have fun and I don't know, see what's up. Maybe Haga, or maybe I'll post something for Halloween. Halloween actually makes sense. Yeah, Halloween would definitely make sense. I should definitely post something for Halloween. I don't know, make another season 4. Not season 4, season 0 video or something like that. That's actually a mechanical voice beta illuminate show that he's a robot. Really? David, no freaking way. He sounds like Beta the Magnet Warrior sounds like a freaking cow. We just go moo throughout the whole thing. Error. Oh, Kurosaki, let's see the error. In the 4K Entertainment version, one of the shots of Yami's do this shows the mass of the accursed. Really? Okay, let me see.
Lose 5
Weaken monster
or side.
It's probably a...
No shit. Okay, guys, you probably don't see this logo. Exactly. Oh my god, Kurosaki is correct. We actually see Master of the Accursed instead of Magnet Warrior. No freaking way. Kurosaki, thank you so much. You know what this means? I didn't even look at his duel disc. Good God. Random card edit. Yeah. Technically it's a random card error, but yeah, sure, whatever. Still counts. Oh my god, this is absolutely insane. Freaking 4Kids and their shenanigans, I swear. Kurosaki, thank you so much. Once again, you prevail. It is really weird when we hear Yuugi's voice in Atem's head. It is because he's technically still Yuugi's body, just Atem's appearance. Kurosaki, honestly, I don't know. I mean, you guys, I remember you explained to me that it has something to do with both Yuugi's and Atem's mind merging together. And that's why they're able to duel so awesomely and read the strategy, whatever the nonsense that it is. Yeah, no, stupid. It's so stupid. It is so freaking stupid. I hate it. It's so stupid. I don't understand it. I still remember the first episode. That was the first shock. Yuugi, concentrate! On what? What do you mean concentrate? What are you talking about? Huh? That was so silly. Yeah, but guys, I remember that you tried to explain it to me, and I still think it's the most stupidest thing ever. But yeah, sure. Sure. Yeah. Yuugi the idiot. Literally talking in Autumn's head. Arrogant freaking prick. Oh my god. And I love Yuugi. I love Yuugi. Yuugi's the greatest freaking character, but Forkis ruined him, of course. Oi. When Lupus said that each turn, he meant, yes, he meant every Autumn standby phase. So the moment Autumn starts his turn, he loses 500 attack points. Not attack points, life points. It looks like Cal is killing himself. Yep, pretty much. Okay, guys, let's go back real quick.
Trap card. Loomis hasn't played one. Holds their monster in our monster.
Points reach 0. And speaking of life points, you lose 500 thanks to my Mask of the Accursed.
Enough!
Perfect!
Sure.
The Beast of Gilfer! Now I can sacrifice my Magnet Warrior, destroying their Mask of the Accursed, and summon this more powerful monster!
If Yuugi makes a foolish move, he'll take me down with him. So he'd better not screw this up. I defeated these two rare hunters on my own before, and I can do it again.
Why don't you make your move, Yuugi? Trying to delay your trip to the Shadow Realm?
Not quite. Now, I'll sacrifice my Magnet Warrior!
Not so fast, Yuugi. Behold, you've just triggered my trap card. Mask of Restrict. With this on the field, you two can't win. That's because as long as my Mask of Restrict card remains in play, neither of you can sacrifice your monsters. And without sacrifices, you two can't summon more powerful monsters to the field, making it that much easier to defeat you.
I knew it. If we lose this duel because of Yuugi, he'll be sorry.
Ah, shut up! Shut up, Kai, but that's it. You know what? A strike one. You're out. Done. Jesus freaking Christ. We immediately going through Kaiba talking nonsense. Yeah. Kaiba talking arrogant nonsense right there. Jesus Christ. Stop it, okay? Stop it. Get some help. Or get laid at least. Seriously, the wonderful little Karibo always made the joke about Kaiba being a freaking virgin. That makes absolute sense. He's talking like a freaking virgin. Get laid. How come Seto always says Yabi not to screw up? Yeah, that's a bit. And it's actually funny because Atem is literally the person who defeated Kaiba. Every single freaking time. Duelist Kingdom doesn't count. Oh my god, this is so freaking silly. Also, you know what, guys? I'm also done with another thing. Shadow Realm. Shadow freaking Realm. Good god, where is it? Forkis Blood. Yeah, no. Forkis Blood. Fuck Forkis Blood. Stop scaring them with a purple realm, okay? What are they going to do? Just stay there? Wow, I am so terrified of clouds, an atmosphere being purple. Terrifying. Purple realm. Seriously, still purple realm. Little Karibo, once again, legend. Thank you for that joke. Looking at Yuugi from what Forkins did to him in the series, my boy, what did they do to you? Atem is useless, that's what they did to him. How can that be Yuugi's fault that the trap cover was said? I don't know, Daniel! Apparently, Kaiba is stupid. Either way, it doesn't matter if Yuugi decides to sacrifice the monster or if Kaiba decides to sacrifice the monster. The trap was set. Either way, yeah, no. Kaiba's talking nonsense. That's why, yeah, no. Kaiba's talking nonsense. Absolutely. Absolute garbage. This is absolute trash. Seriously. I'll hit Kaiba with the bat. Only 4 kids Kaiba. Only 4 kids Kaiba. Japanese original Kaiba is too freaking precious for this world. We love the original absolute king. Ah, my god. Okay, guys, so let's jump quickly to the Japanese dialogue. Probably actually finish all of Yuugi's turn, Atem's turn. Because, yeah, I don't want to listen to 4 kids anymore. I'm already done. 5 minutes, I don't know, 3-5 minutes in, too much. Too much. Okay, so guys, let's go, and of course, we'll be jumping into the manga real quick. Wow, silence. Oh wow! We actually were shown the bombs! And that they will not be sent to the Shadow Realm through activating the glass? I don't know, and then falling? Stupid? Anyway, so yeah, though, the bombs were shown. Of course, we can also put, like, removing the violence and yada yada yada, but probably there's going to be more than that.
俺のターン俺のカードは呪魂の仮面呪魂の仮面まずはこいつを遊戯のマグネットウォーリアーに装着だこの仮面が装着されたモンスターは攻撃も守備もできないそしてこのモンスターの持ち主は自分のターンが訪れるたびに500ポイントのダメージを受けるさらにもう1枚カードを伏せてターン終了だ
トラップカード光のやつはモンスターカードを出してこない仮面カードで敵モンスターの能力を徹底的に封じる戦略か
あとは相棒の強力モンスターが貴様にとどめを刺すさあ遊戯お前のターンだ同時にお前のライフは500ポイントダメージを受けるかなドロ
ー暗黒魔族ギルファーデーモン特殊能力を備えた6つ星モンスターだ
呪魂の仮面で攻撃も守備も封じられていても遊戯のモンスターを生贄にすることはできる俺ならば生贄にして上級モンスターを召喚する
だが何か嫌な予感がするぜよしマグネットウォーリアーを生贄にして
トラップカード発動永続トラップ生贄封じの仮面何かかった生贄封じの仮面はいかなる場合にも生贄を行うことができなくなるトラップカードさつまりこの永続トラップカードがフィールドにある限りお前らのモンスターは生贄にできないかんな
何俺たちの上級モンスター召喚は封じられたというのか
さよ貴様らに神のカードがあろうが生贄なしでは召喚することもできる神のカードは封じられた
俺たちは4つ星モンスターしかフィールドに出せないリバースカードをセットしてクリボーを守備表示で場に出しターンエンドだ生贄召喚を封じられては俺たちに勝ち目はない海馬俺たちが勝つ方法は一つ
お前の言いたいことなど分かっている結束して戦えと言うんだろうふんくだらんな
海馬ダメかこのままでは
俺のターンだ
And the perfect moment to stop. Like I said, guys, we're here to finish Autumn's turn, so you guys will get the context. And, of course, the dialogue. Not to mention Kazama-sensei's voice in all of this. It's so great. I don't know. Kazama-sensei is too freaking precious whenever he voices Atem. But, my darlings, this is where we can finally open the Bible. If you have the Tankobon versions, go ahead and open volume 21. And as we remember, we were literally in the middle of the chapter, actually. So we were on chapter 185. And this is where Kaiba summons his monster. And yeah, that's about it. Kaiba summons his monster. Kaiba is waiting to use it as a sacrifice for a monster level higher. And yeah, that's it. So what I'm going to do, I am going to make my face a little bit bigger. And before we start, let me actually read your comments real quick. So, does Kaiba think that he has Millennium Pegasus' eye? Apparently, Forkins' version does because he's too freaking arrogant. It's unbelievable. Yuugi, don't screw this up. Yeah, sure. Not activate the trap card. It was either him or you. Either way, the trap card would have been activated. Hello. I mean, I'd be scared of Shadow Realm, lol. It's purple void with nothing there. Oh, no, Kurosaki, no. I don't know. I would find it very comforting. Not first of all, my favorite color, and second of all, nobody. There's absolutely nobody. Nothing. It's quiet. It's peaceful. There are no bad news. No wars. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I prefer Purple Realm. Do you enjoy Yami and Yami Yugi and Seto Kaiba teaming up? Oh yes, David. This is actually my favorite tag duel. I talked about it in the previous live stream. Why is my lipstick everywhere today? What is this? Hello? But yeah, it's my favorite tag duel, to be honest, because again, this is plays so much into Kaiba's characters, and whenever Kaiba gets his character development, it's chef's kiss. It's freaking chef's kiss. I love it. Because, remember guys, what did we have? At the beginning we had a very, very, very arrogant Kaiba, who just only cared about power, winning, absolutely ruthless. And slowly, gradually, he will accept Atem as his friend. It's great. Kaiba's such a freaking great character. Oh my god. Great background music. Yeah, absolutely. Japanese also are so freaking good, guys. If you want to listen to every single soundtrack from Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters, just I don't know. There are 4 volumes. Just type Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters Duel Sound, and you'll be able to listen to every single track. There are 4 discs. They should be available on YouTube, actually. Hearing comment within the Japanese version reminds me of hearing comment within the Kamen Riders. Oh no, David, I haven't watched it, but I definitely heard about it. That's a fact. I definitely heard about Kamen Rider. Yep, it is manga time. Speaking of which, we had 2 errors shown here in the Japanese dub. Really, Kurosaki? But we're going to actually talk about it in just a second. So guys, let's go. Manga version, real quick. So Kaiba summons his monster. Kaiba is... Atem, of course, reads the strategy, being like, oh, okay, Kaiba is doing this move. He wants to summon a monster that is a level higher. Awesome. Kaiba is, of course, contemplating that, but so does Mask of Light. He reads into the strategy immediately. And then we have the exact same turn play out. He draws a card. He activates his little Mask of whatever cards. I don't remember the names of those cards. And he, of course, attaches to the Magnet Warrior. And here is an interesting thing. Mask of Light or Sun does not explain what does the card do. In the manga, it's actually Atem who explains to us, the readers, via the monologue in his head, what the card does. So this is quite an interesting fact right here. That is the difference. Sun plays a phase down card, and that's it. And of course, Atem takes the damage. He draws a card, sees the, what's it called? I always forget the name of this card, but you guys, you know what I'm talking about. It's the exact same card. And the dialogue is exactly the same. Kaiba is saying that if I were Yuugi, I would sacrifice Beta the back of the word because it's useless, but it will make a good sacrifice, and that's exactly what Atem does. Atem sacrifices Beta the back of the warrior, and what do we have? We flip the page! Kapow! He activates another mask right here. And guys, look. This part right here, Atem's reaction is exactly how in the animated version, how Sugimo Sensei portrayed. We also had a little cut in, the little triangle cut in of Atem's reaction when this card was activated. So this is quite fun. And yeah, this is almost to a T the exact same dialogue right here, where he explains that nope, you cannot summon a monster that is level 4 or higher, basically. Like, you can summon below level 4. Level 4 or lower. I cannot speak English, Jesus Christ. So yeah. And this is where the guys realize that they cannot freaking win unless they'll be able to summon monsters. They cannot use their regular strategy, basically. And we have, once again, almost the exact same dialogue right here, where Mask of Darkness comments on, you won't be able to summon the gods, even if you had them in your head. Ha ha ha. Your gods are useless in this situation. So what does Atem do? Atem summons Karibo, plays a face down card. This is exactly the same right here. And guys, remember, Kaiba uses always his deck is basically power deck. So he always uses monsters that are, if not the highest level possible, because of course that's Kaiba. It's all about power. It's all about so the stars of the cards, the level of the cards, as well as the attack points. So it would make sense. The second change that actually is different in the animated version is that Atem actually does not speak this monologue, where he says that Kaiba, in order to defeat these two, we need to work together. He doesn't say it out loud, but Kaiba knows exactly what Atem is thinking, so he's like, bullshit, it's not gonna happen, basically. You know? So yeah. That's because that's Kaiba. He's not going to accept it. You think that we're gonna be friends? You think that we're actually going to work together? You, me, the two rivals are gonna work together. Who are you freaking kidding? So yes, this whole dialogue of Atem understanding the strategy, understanding that these two have the power of teamwork on their side. So they definitely need to work together. Kaiba does not accept it. So there is a little change right here. The dialogue was not spoken. It was literally just Atem thinking about it, having his inner monologue. And Kaiba understanding and reading into it, basically. And then we have the Mask of Darkness start his turn. But we are going to talk about that turn in just a bit. Kaiba gets better with his duels with Atem against stars. Yes, he does get better. I know, Daniel. And honestly, I really enjoyed the animation of that whole duel. Because what do we have? We have Kagami's last episode during that duel. We have Ohara Sensei doing that absolutely gorgeous episode where Atem is about to give up and place his head on the duel disc. That is so superbly done. Oh my god. We have Muto Sensei, who also does a great episode where the gang is the Glass Knights or whatever they're called, and Atem cannot attack, and Kaiba sacrifices himself. That was done by Moto-sensei. Absolutely gorgeous episode as well. Season 4, like, if we talk about animation, great. Absolutely gorgeous. It's one of my freaking favorite seasons if we talk about the animation. But it's still a filler. It's gonna stay a filler. And I still hate the story. It's not sensei and you can feel it. Everything about season 4 is just... the whole plot is just, I don't know. But then again, guys, Sensei needed to finish the arc. Like, they caught up to him. Like, Sensei finished chapter... he finished Battle City arc while they were doing the episode where Jolichi died. Dueling against Merrick. So the next season was supposed to be the last season with the Millennial World arc. So of course they couldn't even start on it until Sensei finished it. Not to mention after Battle City ended and Sensei decided to do the whole Ancient Egyptian arc with the RPG game and everything. All of a sudden the sales dropped, the popularity dropped. Sensei ended up being in the hospital for almost 40 days, well 3 weeks. If we count all of the weeks, he was in there for 3 weeks, basically, and yeah, no, he would have freaking died if he didn't finish it the way that he would have died. So what did the animators have to do? They had to stall. They literally had to stall, and that's why we have season 4, and that's why we have a Grand Prix. And very interesting version of season 5. But we'll get to it once we'll get to it. I can't help be so... Yes, David. Oh my god. Guys, you are so freaking... guys, when it comes to names, like I said, I forget the names so freaking easily. They are never staying in my head. I forget the name of the mask and the other mods that are not being used, that are not popular. So guys, if I forget something, please do write them in the comments. When it comes to names, when it comes to dates and numbers, yeah, I suck. I would be lying if I said otherwise. You can hear about a comment right in there, inspiration to the Masked Heroes art. Really, Julian? Oh my god. Maybe I should watch it. Once I have the time, maybe I should watch it. But then again, what do I do every single day? I work on GTT, I work on editing some videos, I work on voice acting lines, and writing the script for Volume 4. So there's also that. I'm always busy. When do I rest? Oh, never. I only rest in my tub when I decide to, like, have my little beautiful spa session. Of me just 4 hours in the bathtub. Movie, wine, cheese, and I forget that the world exists. I can have my 4 hours in 1 week. Every week. Of course Kaiba refused friendship magic. Kaiba is a loner. He always done everything alone, and this is the duel where Atem basically shows him, yeah, okay, I respect you. I respect you as a duelist. You can do this on your own, and probably lose. Yes, you will lose. Or you can do this with me, and we can be buddies. How about that, Kaiba? Want to be buddies? Oh, yeah, no, it's hilarious. Oh, Lord, that was the rest. I'm gonna be completely honest, the only thing I know about the season or the dragons are dueling on the plane. And Dragon Master making a reappearance. I mean, Dragon Master always makes a reappearance. But the dragons are cool. I'll be lying if I say that the whole concept of dragons is not cool. Like Timaeus and the other two. It's really cool. But the whole plot, the whole blank card, and them appearing at the end, and them looking like our trio. Why? Virtual Arc was a worse filler, and it's not mentioned again. Yeah, Virtual Arc sucked. Noah's Arc was great. That's the only filler that I actually kind of enjoyed. I enjoyed Noah's Arc. Even though, yeah, it also wasn't mentioned because it's not part of the plot, and Noah literally being the season 0 Toei version of Kaiba with the green hair, that was a nice touch. So yeah, I don't know. I'm okay with Noah's arc. I'm definitely not okay with season 4. And Grand Prix also just spat in Jolochi's face, so it's like, why? I truly did want to love the Duel arc all because of Jolochi, but yeah, it's just a filler. That's the only good thing about Doma's arc. Jolochi actually got a chance to shine, only to be spat at in Grand Prix, so was there a point? Nah. That is what Mom said when she saw season 3. It's pure stuffing. Yeah. Even season 4. My favorite color is black, plus I wear all black as the main fashion, depends on the weather, attending special occasions, and watching WWE in person. Do you wear all black? Oh, David, yeah, sometimes I do wear all black. That just depends on my mood, actually. Like, usually, like, the top would be, like, a color, like, any color. Like, if I'm in the mood for the red, like the previous stream, I'll wear something red. I always have a corset on, and, like, the bottom is mostly black. Mostly black. Sometimes I could wear jeans, like skinny jeans and other things. Yes, I'm a millennial, I'm gonna wear skinny jeans. I do not apologize for that. But yeah, other times I could just be wearing all black, like David. In few of my streams, I was just fully in all black. It's fun. I like this color. Black is super fun. But it's also good to mix it around with the other bright colors. Are there occasions when you wear all black? Like I said, it depends on my mood. If I'm in the mood to wear all black, yeah, I'm gonna wear all black. Visa, thank you, honey. Come on, guys. We do need our me time. And my me time is what? Me, bubble bath, a movie on my laptop with wine and cheese. I'm not going to apologize for that. I need my 4 hours of me time. Remember one thing, I'll always be able to assist you on Monster Magic. Oh my god, David, yes, thank you so much. Seriously, I need that. Because like I said, I am bad with it when it comes to names, when it comes to numbers, dates, and that shit. I'm definitely not a mathematician. Noah's Ark is one of my favorite stories from the Bible. I mean, it's a good arc. Not just from Yu-Gi-Oh, but overall the whole story from the Bible. It is also very good and very interesting. And again, so many references that the Yu-Gi-Oh made when it comes to Noah's deck. When it comes that they made to the Bible. What I meant. I almost forgot Autumn's valid trash. Yeah, Julia, he did that. The curious fact is that season 4 of our cast is inspired by Darth, the Lost City of a Town. Yeah. That's true. Noah's Ark gives a history of Makabe's stepfather, and then we hear it all again after he loses to. Yeah. Why do we hear about it? Because when Noah Ark was taking place. Actually, guys, when before Noah's Ark, like episode 99 that they were animating, it happened exactly when Sensei was writing the duel between Atem and Kaiba in the finals. That's how we get the details about Gozaboro, more details. Of course, we have them in season 0, but we get, and in Duel's Kingdom, but we get even more details about Gozaboro as well. So, yes, they incorporated that into Noah's arc, the whole story overall, but then they also had to get back to it because it's in the duel originally, you know? Yeah. And that's why fillers don't work. But then, guys, like I said, they need that time. They need that time. Mangaka needs that time to, finish the arc. And animators cannot start animating the episodes, animating the next arc until the arc and the manga is finished. That's how it is. And they literally started I checked the dates, guys, and when Sensei actually announced it in the Shonen Jump issues, they started 1 month before episode 1 released of Duelist Monsters. So, they animated 4 episodes every single month. And it was a mess. It was a freaking mess. Anyway, guys, we're gonna be talking about all of that for the whole stream. And I'm just going to give you even more details. So, guys, I'm gonna finish the comments and we're going back into 4Kids, okay? Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to be me giving you more details about the how the show and what Sensei was doing behind the scenes. Black is an amazing color. Anyone who's in underwest needs to walk out the door right now. I agree, Vista. I agree. Actually, in my religion, white is considered the color of the dead person. So if you're wearing all white, that means that you're mourning. And that's what I do on July 4th. I'm always in all white. I've seen Noah's Ark musical version. Really? Dude, that's so cool! I've never seen the musical version. If there's a bootleg, can you send me the link? I would love to see it. Oh, he has to. Yes, I do! Of course, Daniel, you're my original wingman. I'm not going to replace you whatsoever. And David, also, thank you so much for being my wingman. That is absolutely mwah. Sorry, I meant to say crush on. Oh, it's okay, Julian. It's okay, honey. To be honest, oh my goodness, Yukcha, that is really cool. Back in my teenage years, I was also emo music, emo style. Oh, that was me all the way. It is elegant. It's really cool. It makes me sad that poor Yuugi from the manga gets hit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my god, guys. Another short that I want to do in the future for you, my darlings, is also the origin of why Jonochi stole the piece and how he returned the piece of the puzzle and why it's so freaking important. Seriously, guys. Sensei actually mentioned this also in the Bankabon version, so in the future I'm also going to create a short about that. Why chapter 1 is so important. And how it impacted. Yeah, it's great. It's absolutely great. When I freaking read it in Bankabon, I was actually crying. I don't know. I'm sentimental as hell. Oh, absolutely, David, honey. Mwah! Abso-freaking-lutely. Oh my god, Merlin. Of course, David, of course. I love it to be my wingman. What are you talking about, sweetie? Guys, seriously, if you can help me out and we can continue talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! And spreading our love and our shared interests, and then once again, spreading our love and our appreciation for Sensei, that's all that matters. Again, all Sensei wanted that because of his work, other people will be able to become friends with each other. Either because of the card game, or because of his story, or just the anime overall. That's what made him the happiest. And that is also my mission. I want to continue spreading his message. I want to continue spreading his wish so more people will be friends with each other and appreciate the greatest man who ever lived. And of course, read his manga. Again, guys, I'm also very biased. Read the Bible. The Bible, very important. The most important. And remember your animators. Seriously. Okay, sweetie, so let's jump back into the 4Kids version. I need a sip. Whew. Okay, let's go, guys. 3, 2, 1.
Of course, without the ability to sacrifice, your Egyptian god cards are all but useless now. Until we claim them for Marek.
We'll see about that.
There's no way we can win with weak monsters. We've got to turn this duel around.
I'll place one card face down, and then I will summon Karibo in defense mode.
If we're gonna beat these rare hunters, Kaiba and I will have to duel like a team.
Kaiba, you know there is only one way we can win.
I don't need you telling me how to duel, Yuugi. So you can forget the old teamwork speech. got it. Who needs it?
You do. If you two are finished arguing, it's my turn! I could attack your magnet warrior, Yuugi, but since it reduces your life points by 500 every turn, I'd be a fool to destroy it. Then there's your monster, Kaiba, but your face-down card could be a trap.
Not to worry, Umbra. Attack! I've got us covered.
Excellent. First off, I'll set one card face down. And now my Shining Abyss attack Kaiba's Force Raider!
Hold on, fool. You've activated my Ring of Destruction! My destructive trap card will wipe out your Shining Abyss. Both of us will lose close to 2,000 life points, but only you will be out one monster.
Sorry to disappoint you, but my card cancels your trap.
What?
Activate Curse Transfer! My counter trap card is triggered whenever you play a trap card. It automatically transfers your card's effect back to your monster. Say goodbye to your Force Raider.
Umbra and Kaiba will both lose almost 2,000 life points when Force Raider is destroyed. Unless they have a magic card to protect them.
Kaiba, they may have something planned.
Zip it, Yuugi. I know what's going on, and I don't need your advice.
Prepare to lose your monster and almost half your life points.
I've activated my magic card, Ring of Defense. It will protect my life points from any damage. Nice try.
Why, thank you, but I'm afraid your Ring of Defense won't be helping you, Kaiba.
Why not?
Because I activate this, my Spell Transfer Magic card. It transfers your card's effects to me, which means my life points will remain untouched while yours are almost cut in half.
Kaiba?
Why you
Too bad you won't.
I'm sorry, why is the art exactly the same from the what? Guys, let me go back real quick. Okay, so we have this thing right here, sure. And then why do they look the same? Except one is a trap card, one is a spell card. Is this the same in the Japanese version? That looks, that's so weird. Guys, seriously. Even the kanji, wait. No, okay, fine. The kanji is not the same, but like, huh? Okay, guys, I don't know. I don't know. This looks weird. This is stupid. And here we are. So, anyway. First of all, removing all the violence. Wow. Look, they couldn't even show us the freaking grenades. No. Disgusting. Third, monster edits and censors. Same exact thing. Why was it censored like that? I mean, not just the card, the Ring of Destruction. I also mean the other cards. Like, for example, let me just remove the logo. This card right here. Removing all the violence. Censor, yada, yada, yada. So, yeah. Strike that. Third, Yuugi's the villain. Absolutely the freaking villain. Kaiba! What would he do in this regard? What would he do? The trap card was activated. This card was activated. Why are you mad at him? Seriously, so, Yuugi's inserted into the plot for no effing reason. Because not Atem, Yuugi was inserted into this plot. So, that's like, 1, 2, 3. And also, like, okay, fine. Kaiba is pissed about the whole, I am not going to work with you in the same team speech. Okay, fine, but you don't have to be a freaking asshole about it, okay, for no freaking reason. And Atem, you also don't need to be so passive about it either. Seriously, Atem, one more strike of your passiveness, and I'm just going to fill in Atem is useless. Oh, yeah. Oh, Nick, honey, welcome to the stream, sweetie. Welcome, welcome. So, do you hate their English voices, lol? They sound annoying business. Nick, I have no problem with the voice actors, except for like if we have a very annoying voice and very obvious villains, then yeah, no, this is a problem. This is absolutely a problem because you don't need to make them evil for no freaking reason. Like and have the typical Disney villain voice. Okay, that. There is no point. Not only a Disney villain, a very annoying Disney villain voice. So it's not the voice actor's fault that that's the voice that they give. It's whoever is the in charge of all of this, you know? Voice actors are only doing their job. And I'm allowed to hate it. The last episode and Atem teamed up before David, I was about to read that comment. Oh well. Last time Atem said teamed up before the techno was when they used the Dragon Master Knight to get. Yeah, that was in the filler arc. So technically, this is the first time that they're actually teaming up. In the manga, in the anime, okay, fine, it's not the first time, but in the manga, yes, this is the first time. We actually got to the point of them teaming up. So yeah, it is very important that they do. Oh no, me seeing lesser brace all over it. Me too, honey, me too. The forecast when Kaiba targets Shining Abyss with the Ring of Destruction, he says both of them will lose nearly 2,000 attack points, dealing origin. Yeah, Kurosaki, he did mention that. That is also very stupid. If they're going to make another error like this, I'm just going to put it as forecast dialogue and be done with it. Seriously. Because at this point, it's also getting ridiculous. The voice actors are okay. It's the dialogue. Exactly, Daniel. It's the dialogue. So, Nick, don't worry about it. Voice actors are doing their job and they're getting paid for it. It's not their fault that whoever was in charge was like, we need a very, very annoying typical villain voice. Do that. And voice act it. Awesome. Perfect. Here's your paycheck. Goodbye. You know? This would indicate that their version of the cards deals the original attack. However, the Shining Abyss has over 2,000. Yeah, it's like having like 2,300 attack points, I believe. In the manga, it's definitely 2,300. I think. Actually, no, let me check. I think, yeah, it is 2,300. But I'm bad with numbers. Yes, it is 2,300. I am not stupid. Yeah, sure. Me not stupid. Huh. Let me pull him over their ears to stop fighting. Oh, you Chan. Yeah, that would be hilarious. Oh, that would definitely wood to the fire. That's true. You can kind of remind me of that Goku and Vegeta rivalry. I mean, yeah, in a way, it is like that because obviously, Kaiba was supposed to be a one-time villain. Like they had their fight with when the first time they met, and then of course they had their fight during the Def T arc. And Def T is actually one of Sensei's favorite arcs that he has written. He adores Def T. I understand why. I absolutely understand why. Def T's fucking amazing. Except for that creepy little child thing. And I said it correctly. It is a child baby thing. It's a thing. But yeah. I understand completely why Sensei adores Def T. And yeah, that was supposed to be just done for a couple of episodes. For this arc and this arc, and that's it. But yeah, no, people took interest. Everybody took interest. Everybody wanted to play the card games. And because Toei signed a contract with Shueisha to adapt Yu-Gi-Oh! Into anime, of course they didn't do every single episode. They were supposed to also do Duelist Kingdom. That's why Duelist Kingdom was written with anime in mind, and that's why Duelist Kingdom is so long as a huge arc because of it. And Sensei was also running out of ideas for one-shots. Sensei does talk about it in the Bunkaban version. Technically, Shining Abyss attack points are 26 due to Brutality Mask. Oh yeah, because in the animated version is 26. Oh my god. Yes, Honda's nephew. It's still a creepy child baby thing. It's a thing. It's a thing. It's still a thing. It's so freaking creepy. Why is it there? I get it, fan service, and to save the gang in that trade right situation thing. But other than that, ew. What's his name, Joe or something like that? Speaking of Duelist Kingdom, what gave Kazuki the idea and what inspired him to create the art? David, actually just answered. It was because Toei Animation signed a contract with Shueisha to adapt Yu-Gi-Oh! Into anime. And that's why Duelist Kingdom arc was created with anime in mind. And that's why it's so long. And his editor suggested to make it about duel monsters because a lot of fans took interest and started to write to Shueisha about the card game. Where can they purchase the cards? Is it the real thing? So because of that, that's why Duelist Kingdom solely based on duel monsters. Sensei, like I said, mentioned it in the Bonkobon version, the paperback version. I forgot something from an episode I've seen. Really, Yucha? What are you talking about? When Kaiba was playing in the Battle City, there were two characters from the night. Really? Oh, Joki! Yes, Joki. Oh my god, creepy child-looking, crappy thing. Ugh. Braveheart here. Did you spot an arrow of Ring of Destruction? I did. That absolutely disgusting red-ass thing around the grenades. That's why we literally took removing all the violence. It's not just the card sensor, it's literally removing all the violence because those red, ugly ass looking balls. Ugh. I mean, they could have actually grabbed a better color. We have so much red throughout the whole episode, but yet they literally just chosen the first default red. And especially because their episodes are piss yellow. That red sticks out like a sore thumb. Actually, no, not a sore thumb. A giant ass pimples. Ugh. Or he was, yeah. He did. He did, Daniel. Like I said, he's there for fan service and because of that one-time situation thing. And also because Joichi needs to go down there and defeat the Leatherface looking asshole. Ugh. But yeah. Okay, my sweetie, so let's actually finish this. Actually, no, let's not.
Which means my life points will remain untouched while yours are almost cut in half.
Kaiba?
Yeah, sure.
Too bad you won't be seeing your brother again.
But where you're going, that will be the least of your worries, Kaiba. Time to wipe out the rest of your life points. Shining Abyss, attack now! Say hello to the Shadow Realm!
Oh, perfect. Okay, never mind. Commercial. Okay, thank you, Forkis. That was lovely. I needed that. Hey. Forkis, you can't hide death and violence by claiming it was something disgusting. Yep. And apparently that's what they did. Oh my god. Oh, why am I dealing with Forkis every single week? Why did I do this to myself? Oh well. The Forkis version when Kaiba observed his duelist following the effects of spell and Ring of Destruction with the original Japanese. Really? You know what? That's not going to be an error. That's actually going to be a giant plus. That is actually going to be a giant plus. We needed that. Oh, that's going to be it. Yes, exactly. We need that ad break. And know what? That ad break actually gives us a moment of silence and the perfect segue to the Japanese version. So, guys, let's go. Let's see the original dialogue and how it was supposed to play out. Well, and then, of course, we'll be jumping into the manga because that scene, once again, is very, very different. For obvious reasons, like I said, find out the runtime and other stuff when it comes to do this, you know.
遊戯のマグネットウォリアーはフィールドに残しておいた方がいい。 勝手にライフを減らしてくれるからな。気になるのは海馬のリバースカード。
心配はいらないぜ相棒。
わかった。まずリバースカードを1枚セット。さらにシャインアビスで海馬のブラッドボルスを攻撃
させるか。トラップカード発動。破壊輪。よし。
このカードによってシャインアビスは破壊される。そしてお互いのライフポイントにその攻撃力分2600のダメージを受ける。
そうはいかないかんな。カウンタートラップカード発動。呪い移し。呪い移しは相手が罠カードを使った時に発動。その効力を相手に移し替える。
しかしその攻撃力分海馬だけでなく仲間の闇の仮面もダメージを受けるはず。海馬、これには裏がある。
黙れ遊戯。これぐらいはお見通し。お前の助言などいらん。
ブラッドボルス破壊。
マジックカード防御輪。このカードは罠の効果によるダメージを無効にする。どうだ。
愚か者め。我々のタッグコンビネーションはそんなことでは破れません。
何
その効果はこっちへ移るぜ。海馬、お前の防御輪の効果は消滅。こちらに。
Okay, never mind. I guess the cards were like that. Because they don't... okay. Anime cards. Anime cards. Fine, Forkis, you're off the hook.
移動して俺へのダメージを防御する。
海馬。
これが光と闇の融合戦術。
貴様らでは我々のコンビネーションに勝つことはできない。シャインアビス、海馬にダイレクトアタックだ。死ね海馬。
Oh, Honda, thank you so much for finally appearing. Maybe we can finally actually get back to volume 19 to see where you've been up to this whole time? Because, my god, Honda's journey is quite interesting, and we couldn't even talk about it. So, my sweeties, let's go. How different was it? Of course, compared to the Forkis version, absolutely different. Atem is not pissed. Atem is actually trying to help Kaiba. Kaiba is literally being a prick because that's his character. But he's not being so disgusting like in the Forkis version and actually trying to humiliate Atem in any way. And surprisingly, Forkis version, Yuugi in Atem's head is also being very condescending. And as we see, none of that is happening in the Japanese version. Complete respect between the two rivals. And even the villains are not so freaking generic and disgusting. But with all that being said, my sweetie, so we are jumping immediately into what? Into the manga version. So where we left off. Exact same thing is happening. The Mask of Darkness is thinking that, yeah, no, it would be stupid to attack Atem right now, so... Because, if he attacks Atem, then the mask is not going to, take away his life points. That would be silly. That's why he decided to attack, Kaiba. Kaiba is using the Ring of Destruction. But the problem and the difference between the animated version and the manga version is that... only his opponent takes the damage. Kaiba does not take the damage. Both players do not take the damage. That is an anime effect, actually. So, that's why he doesn't have the Ring of Protection, or whatever it's called. So, basically, what does, Mask of Light do? He just activates his card to transfer the Ring of Destruction onto Kaiba, and that's why Kaiba takes the damage. So, that's why the scene plays out like this. And we have... I actually need to cover this. So we don't have any spoilers. So what happens? The ring gets transferred. Kaiba's monster gets destroyed. And of course, they talk about their teamwork. You won't be able to defeat our teamwork. They basically die Kaiba. And they attack Kaiba directly. And we literally have the exact same scene. Sugimoto-sensei animated Kaiba's expression too perfectly. And this is where we stop. Because the rest of it is going to be spoilers. Of course, everybody who watched it, they know what's going to happen in the duel. But for those who didn't, no spoilers. What's the name of the city outside of Domino City in Japan where a hospital... I don't remember, actually. Let me check. Let me check. What's the name? La 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 la. Was it ever mentioned? Or was it just the outskirts of Domino City, outside Domino City, or something like that? Let me see. Oh. No, they Sensei only mentions the name of the hospital, and that's it. The rest is not even being mentioned. Yonen Zato. Yonen Zato Byoid. That's it. Where exactly they are, it's not actually mentioned. Yeah, Yome Zato. So, Daniel, can you actually check? This is like a volume 19, 166. What it says in the English version. Did they actually translate it? Because I only have just the name of the hospital and that's it. There is not even the name of the station. Nothing. It only appears that it looks just somewhere in the suburbans, in the countryside. But she's not staying in Domino City or close to Domino City like it's shown in the animated version. It is the outskirts, basically. Okay, so I'm going to tag that. Okay, guys, so sorry. At least the Japanese version makes more sense. Of course it does, because it's the original version. Do you believe that the taller the heels, the better they are? Nick, actually no, that depends, because not everybody can walk in tall heels. That's the thing. Like, some people are very comfortable in medium heels, other people are comfortable in smaller heels. I am literally like, I cannot walk in medium heels. I find them extremely uncomfortable. I can either walk on high heels or like a bit not small. Small are also very uncomfortable because my feet goes like, can we either go to the ground or actually pick up higher? So like, yeah, I have a problem with that. But platforms, if the platforms is like a medium height, then it's okay. So yeah, no, it really depends on the person. Because some people are very comfortable in medium, some people are extremely comfortable in high, or other people just prefer this little tiny small heel and that's it. I've seen the Knights of the Zodiac where I first heard bowling for soup. Really, David? That's so cool. Honey, you can send that to me. Oh, so it does say Yunen Zato. And that's it, so they don't specify. Okay, yeah, guys, I don't know. Maybe it is actually a city. I never checked that, actually, so I really don't know. Or maybe it's just a name that Sensei made up. No idea, so yeah. It could be just the name of the hospital, or it could, a lot of the times it's like, you know, Domino Hospital or Tokyo Hospital, something like that. So maybe it's actually the name of the city. That's very possible. But I actually hate kitten heels because they're ugly. I feel sure. Yeah, Visa, I get you. Like these ones, they're also so uncomfortable. Like, oh my god, I also hate those. Like, give me either like regular, medium. It's also like, can I go just a little bit higher or just a little bit lower? I really hate the medium ones, or just give me normal ones so I can walk properly. So yeah, no. Yeah, Yunanzato. I don't know, guys. I don't know. So, David, to answer your question, they're somewhere there, and probably it could be possibly also the name of the city where they're at, but it also could be just the name of the hospital. But most of the time, as we've seen in the manga, that's also could be the main name of the city. So, who knows? Anyway, my darling, so let's continue on with 4K's version. Yeah. Since we had a small little commercial break, thank God. Let's finish the scene before Honda. Actually, no. Let's also grab Honda's scene, so we can watch the scene also in Japanese and go back to volume 19.
Now, which way is the hospital again?
I knew I should have made a left at that hot dog cart. Whatever. Hiya, Doc. Well, I'm here.
Who is it?
It's me, Tristan. Your ride home.
Hey, Tristan.
Hey, so I heard the great news.
Yeah, I can take the bandages off my eyes tonight.
And I can take you to Battle City like I promised I would.
But, Tristan?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm kind of nervous about the whole thing, and I'm not sure if I can do it.
Why?
Well, what if I take the bandages off and I'm still not able to see?
Serenity, of course you'll be able to see. The doctor said you would. And besides, all of us will be there to help you.
True.
You're gonna take those things off your eyes, and the first thing you're gonna see is your brother.
Thanks, Tristan. I needed that.
No sweat. Now what do you say we hit the road, okay? And I promise you, before you know it, you'll be watching Joey duel with your own eyes.
Bakura, are you asleep?
Alright, Bakura is also here.
Good.
Sleeping.
The doctor said you need rest. You've
Really?
been through a lot. Oh, it's a good thing Namu found you when he did. I just wish we knew who did this to you.
You foolish old man.
Hey! Where are you taking me? Let me...
No one's a chub. You stay there. Oh my god. Okay. Ugh. I totally forgot about the Bakura scene at the hospital and Anzo also being captured the next scene because we need to pen out the runtime. Okay. Oh. A 4K's dialogue. Yeah, guys, I'm not kidding. I'm done. I'm done. That's it. That was the last straw. 4K's dialogue. 4K's 4K's random jokes. Just no. Third, Americanization, mention of hot dogs, just no. Yeah. That was ridiculous. That was absolutely ridiculous. That completely ruined the moment of everything. There is no tension, no nothing. It's plain garbage. This is plain garbage. I freaking hate it so much. Why? Why did we need that? Why Shizuka's eye operation, and her desire to go see her brother is made as a freaking joke. And Shizuka is also acting like nonchalantly, like,
Yeah, we awesome. Let's go see my brother. Ha ha ha.
you don't even know if you're going to be able to take off the bandages and actually see. But in the 4Kids version, they're like, yeah, 100% definitely. The plot demands you to see. So you're gonna see. Yeah. Also makes sense why Little Kariba gave her the voice that she has. Wow, she's so monotoned. Oh. 4Kids jokes because Grandpa literally made a joke. Sees a person unconscious on a hospital bed. Bakura, are you sleeping? Yeah. So, that's why I am done. And if 4Kids are also going to continue with their unstoppable vomit of dialogue, we're going to check another box of 4Kids are allergic to silence, as well as talking without a breather. I mean, 4Kids are allergic to silence is already checked off, and it's always going to be checked off. But talking without a breather. So guys, let's see how this played out in the Japanese version. How different it is. And Honda is actually a great guy. And then I'm going to read your comments, and then we'll be finally jumping into volume 19. Good God.
こんちは。
お兄ちゃん？
俺だよ俺、本田だよ。
本田さん？
まだ包帯取れないのかい？
もういつ取ってもいいとは言われてるんだけど。
じゃあバトルシティに行くのは包帯取ってからでも。
でも。
でもって。
手術の日にはお兄ちゃんが一緒にいてくれたでしょ？
ん？
できれば包帯を取る時もお兄ちゃんの前でって。
城之内がいないと不安なんだな。わかった。行こう。城之内のところへ。一緒に城之内を応援しよう。そしてあいつに勇気をもらえばいい。
ありがとう、本田さん。
勇気をもらうのはあいつの方かもしれないけどな。ま、大船に乗った気でついてきな。俺が責任持って連れてくぜ。
Guys, see what I'm talking about? I'm sorry, I had to interrupt the Bakura lying there absolutely peacefully and absolutely gorgeously. But, hello? No stupid jokes. Hans is actually reliable. He suggested, let's go to Battle City. Go ahead and encourage your brother. You will give him courage. He will also give you courage to take off your bandages. There was no disrespect, no nothing, and no Shizuka stalling and actually explaining her predicament. Her brother was there. She wants him to be there when she takes out the bandages. The first thing she wants to see is her brother. And just having this close connection to her brother. Oh my god, this is so freaking gorgeous. This is great writing. What did 4Kids do? Jokes, random jokes. Honda being stupid, and that's why, oh my god. It makes so much sense why Little Karibo made fun of Honda and made him absolutely useless. Because that's exactly what 4Kids did. 4Kids made Honda absolutely useless and freaking stupid. Unbelievable. Oh my god. Ooh.
どうやら麻酔が効いたようじゃな。よく眠っとる。
Wow, Grandpa's not
どこの
stupid.
ドイツがこんなひどいことをしたんじゃろう。唯一犯人を知っとる本人がここで寝ている以上、犯人を探すことができん。
And this is where we can stop. So, my darlings, let's read your comments real quick and jump into the manga. So, speaking of hot dogs, I like eating them at barbecues. Yeah, hot dogs are fun at barbecues. Oh my god, guys, you should see Russian people when it comes to barbecues. we go mental. Like, because we always have most of the people have country houses. That means what? We can do barbecues almost daily, basically. Just buy the meat, marinate the shit out of it, and then, like, bake it above the fire. Well, not bake it, cook it above the fire, basically. Barbecue it. And enjoy it with your friends. And by enjoy it, I mean friends, vodka, games. Though I prefer wine, barbecue, and friends with games. But yeah, a lot of people just drink a vodka or like whiskey or something with their barbecue here. And that stuff just goes from simple games to absolutely fucked up drunk singing songs and just like da 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 da, you're my best friend, let me kiss you. Yeah, it's hilarious. Never invite a Russian to a barbecue. It will end hilariously well. Sleepy in quotes. Exactly. The operation cost 3 million. Yeah. By English for kids version, apparently 3 million. Speaking of eye operation, how long does the operation last while a patient is unconscious? Dude, actually, I have no idea. One of my students that used to study English, and that I used to teach English, she was actually an eye doctor, and she performed various eye operations. I could message her and ask her how long that takes, but since that's definitely not my profession, I have no idea. So sorry, honey, I cannot answer you that. If it's grilled right with the right amount of topping, I'd eat it. Oh my god, Misa, honey. There's only so much pork and slides you can take a day. Indeed, Nick. Indeed, Jesus fucking Christ. If it didn't work, then Jojo would say, Doctor, I want my money back. They're Japanese, he wouldn't be able to say that. But in America, that would be completely different. Alright, they live somewhere in America and going to somewhere to California in season 4. If it didn't work, then because they want to sound funny, their jokes are garbage. Absolutely garbage. You know someone who had an eye operation. My sister actually had an eye operation. She wanted to improve her eyesight. But that was like, I don't know, 15, 16 years ago. My older sister, I don't know how long exactly that took her because somebody drove her there in the morning and she came back in the evening. So how long an operation was, no freaking idea. But her eyesight did improve for like a few years. But then it also started slowly go back to the same level that it was. Honda is a homie. Absolutely, Honda is a homie. Honda is freaking amazing. Japanese doing this have at least some respect, and for kids from the United States take everything as a joke. Because apparently Yuugi is made for 6+ children, so they can buy the cards, and that's it. Barbecue, drink, and borscht. Oh hell no, Daniel. No borscht with barbecue. That's a no-no. That is an insult to both borscht and barbecue. Borscht is only eaten during lunch, okay? Dinner? Borscht for dinner? Never. You would be disrespecting Russians if you eat borscht for dinner. Really, hot dogs and burgers sounds good right now. Oh my god, that Nagarasaki, do not tempt me. I'm already on diet. I cannot be eating any of those beautiful, delicious things. Maybe a hot dog once a month. Sounds delicious. Speaking of vodka, my family, who's also Russian. Really, David? Awesome! Especially the grandpa who enjoyed vodka at dinner parties when he was a young man. Yeah, no, vodka is a staple. For a lot of Russian men, vodka is a staple. I despise vodka. That's not my thing. I hate the smell. I hate the taste. I especially hate the taste. Jesus Christ. No. But a lot of my guy friends, they freaking love it. Of course, if they have a chance to drink like Great Macer or whatever it's called, or whiskey or something like that. They're more fond of it. Oh, who woke up? Hello, Bubba. Aw. Guys, Medichan decided to join me right here. She was sleeping at the end of the room, but she decided to lie down right here. Yeah, honey bunny. You want to say hi to everybody? Aw. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. She doesn't want to say hi today. I'm very sorry about that. She's very sleepy. Like we walked maybe today for like an hour and a half at least before the live stream, so she would be sleeping properly. And I'm also teaching her new commands so she could literally follow me like by my side without any distractions. Because like we have a lot of dogs here that are also barking, and because she's a puppy, she's only 4 months, she's like very distracted by absolutely everything. So that's why we took a very, very long walk and just a command. Follow, 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 follow. Next to the leg, next to the leg. And just gestures and one word. So yeah, we did it for like an hour and a half, and yeah, she's exhausted. So I'm sorry, my darlings. I won't be able to see to show you Barrett today. Maybe next live stream if she'll be a little bit more jumpy, or if I'll not decide to, you know, make her walk so much. But she also needs that. Most of my family used to be from Spain, but we're Mexican. I was part of. Oh, you should. It's okay, honey. Guys, again, we're all human, and everybody's origins could be from anywhere. You know, like the world is freaking humongous. So as long as we're able to communicate and we can appreciate each other's culture, that's all that matters. Simple. Also, my family always had to watch how much they drink. Yeah, yes, dude, absolutely. Because if you drink too much, you get absolutely wasted. Wow. The vodka is disgusting. Oh my god. Just one little glass of that, and I'm already like, no. Pickles, food, immediately. My stomach feels like I drank acid. Ooh. Not my thing. In addition, I'm the first in my family to be born in America. Oh, really, David? Oh, that's so cool, honey. Congratulations. But yeah, because you were born in America, you can easily, well, maybe not right now because politics, but you know, you can easily travel to, you know, Russia in the future once the whole thing dies down, and without any visa whatsoever. So that'd be cool. Okay, guys, if you want to travel to Russia, Moscow, and meet me, come. But after the political situation, okay? Right now, it's not safe. No. For planes, it's not safe. Don't do that. Absolutely don't. We're okay with Americans. We have no freaking problem with Americans. We're fond of Americans. Not love. There's no love anymore, but we're fond of them. But for plane traveling, Here, put tacos. Oh, tacos. I made delicious homemade tacos. All because of El Pollo Loco. Well, back in America, I used to eat a lot of El Pollo Loco. Oh my god. So yeah, I make some homemade tacos. And because Mexican food it's not popular in Russia whatsoever. There are like no restaurants. And when my friends come over, I made them some burritos. I made them some tacos. Oh my god. They were like, what is this? And why is it so good? And also spicy. What? Spicy? What are you talking about? It's sweet. But for them, that was too spicy. Russians are not tolerant to spice. Cataracts can be removed and the patient's discarded a few hours after the operation, so Joshi's sister's size should be more... I see! Damn, that would make so much sense, honey. Speaking of dogs, following the owner, my parents and I have a female... Oh, really, honey? What a cute baby! Oh my god, a little Yorkie. She follows my mom whenever she has to. She said, "Oh, yeah." Some people are like that, you know. But again, guys, because I have a German Shepherd, she's a big dog. She must be trained from a very young age, so she can follow your command from like the first try. You voice the command or gesture the command. Dog's supposed to follow. It's a big dog, and it doesn't matter. You need to take care of it. Of course, small dogs must absolutely be trained as well for their protection as well as for other people. But a lot of times people neglect, smaller dogs because it's small, it's cute, yada yada yada. So as long as you take care of it and actually give the proper training to it, awesome. But big dogs need more training, especially German Shepherds. They're very smart, and if you don't spend time with them, if you don't challenge them mentally and physically, they get bored, they start destroying things, they scream at you, bite at you, and many, many more things. Seriously. You need to, with German Shepherds, you need so much work put into your dog. That's why Carl was the happiest boy in this whole beautiful planet. Yes, he was a scary cat. He was afraid of a lot of things, especially when he was a little puppy. Like, oh my god, he was terrified. He never left my arms. Like, even when we would go outside, he would be like, Mommy, what is this? And never leaving my foot. He was like, can I approach that dog? And I have to literally pull him. It's okay, you can approach him. Don't be scared. But once he became an adult, like after 15 months, he actually gained some courage and started to be like, okay, I'm the guy. That means that I can approach other dogs and people and be cute. Other people, oh my god, keep that dog away from me, it's so big. Hello, we're like, I don't know, 5 feet away from you. Why are you screaming from over there? But yeah. So yes, but if you have dogs, please take care of them. Make sure that they are fed properly, trained properly. And if you have a particular breed that needs proper training, do that. Like, because this is my second German Shepherd, I know what I'm doing. I already knew what to do with Carl. Before I got him, I'd done too much of research to make sure that he would have a proper life. And he did. Absolutely did. So, with Barrett, it's actually a little bit easier, and because I know what I'm doing even more, but because she's less afraid. She's such a tomboy. She's like, I see a dog. You know what that means? Play with me, play with me, play with me, play with me. Other people, oh my god, why is your dog barking? She's asking for your dog to play with her. Your dog is aggressive. Look at that wolf. This little puppy is a wolf? Says the person who has a little chihuahua. Yeah. Oh my god. So yeah, guys, it's hilarious. But yeah, though, she's a handful. I absolutely love her, and she makes my days absolutely happy. Very happy. Reminding me so much of Carl's younger years. Some things that she's also picked up from Carl, in a way. I get it could be like a German Shepherd thing, or maybe Carl from the Rainbow Bridge is sending her, Mommy likes this, so you do this. I agree. Hopefully, when my parents and I visit Russia in the future, everything improves. I could have a family reunion. Really? Oh my, you have a brother! Oh, that is so freaking cool, David. Oh my god. That would be lovely. That would be an absolutely lovely reunion if you could do that. If I'm lucky, I may run into you in Barrett. Oh, David, that would be really cool if you could. But then again, Moscow is not a tiny little town after all. It's bigger than Los Angeles, especially now, since we're expanding even further. Me coming to America is also very possible, but definitely not right now. And even after the political situation dies down, I'm not sure I'll be able to afford the ticket because, again, I need the visa, I need the approved visa, I will need to buy the ticket, get proper accommodations, yada yada yada. That will cost me, I don't know, 3 years of my salary one way and 3 years another because America's expensive compared to Russian ruble. Fury is nervous in front of other people and animals. Oh! Just get her a little bit accustomed to other people. You know, the more people she meets outside and inside, the more accustomed she will become. And if she's still young, like, I don't know, under like 5 years old, she could easily adapt and be more welcoming to other people. She just needs to socialize way more. That's something that I had to do with Carl, actually, because like I said, he was at the beginning he was very afraid of other dogs. He was okay with humans, with people, but not with other dogs. So I had to socialize, force him to socialize with other dogs. But then he became a little bit too confident and arrogant, so that happened. Okay, my turns. Anyway, we can talk about my dog and my dogs and everything else, but I think that we need to jump back into our Bible. So, my targets, if you have a Tankobon Volume 19, please open chapter 188. As it was spoiled a little bit prior, Honda, and again from other streams as well, Honda did not participate in the tournament as a cheerleader like Anzo did. He wasn't there. He just abruptly left. And Anzo was actually disappointed that Honda just went off somewhere. Jonoshu also went off somewhere, basically. Jonoshu also thought that Honda went somewhere. And what Honda actually did in the manga is so freaking amazing. So, what do we have? This is the chapter where Jonoshu is actually facing Haga. We finally see the train station, and we can see from the buildings right here that this is like the countryside of Japan. And what do we see as well? We see Honda and Otogi, actually. That they're in the countryside. Honda's basically saying, like, hurry up. Otogi doesn't know where they're going. And Honda basically leads them to the hospital that we've just tried to name. Because I thought that maybe that they translated their name or changed the name or something. No, they kept the name exactly. And we see that Honda, in secret, went to see Shizuka after she got her eye operation. And Honda basically is inviting her to come and see her brother to give him the courage. And, excuse me, Shizuka is surprised as hell that this is happened. That her friend, that basically a friend decided to come and visit her like this, and excuse me, wowsy, and ask her to come and see her brother like this. Give him courage. So yeah, completely different. Honda in the manga is even more proactive, actually, than he is in the anime. In the anime, he visited the hospital so many times. In the manga, he went in secret to actually fetch Jonoshi's little sister so she could be there to support Jonoshi. So, we're closing volume 19 and grabbing volume 20. Because I believe in volume 20 we had another scene with Honda. Or was it a little bit later down the line? Daniel, do you remember that the interaction between Shizuka and Honda was in volume 20? Was it later down the line, because they had a whole beautiful ass dialogue about it? Ah, yeah, never mind. Guys, do not grab your volume 20 because no, that dialogue does not happen just yet in the manga. It is a little bit later. Whoopsie daisy. So yeah, like this, we're officially done with Honda. Well, for now, and we'll pick up the book once we get to Honda again. Where exactly was it in volume 22? Or was it in 20? I guess, yeah, guys, I think it was in 22. Let me double check real quick. The conversation. Let's see. Because they had a beautiful conversation, Shizuka with Honda. It was a lovely, lovely, lovely conversation. And only then they went. Aha! Okay, no, they're at the train. Wait, they're already at the train? David, honey, can you double check? Because I remember they had the conversation at the hospital. And before they went on the train. There should have been a conversation. Again, I cannot be making this up. When it comes to this stuff, these details, my memory is good. I think. That's a very questionable thing. But yeah, Daniel, honey, if you can double check that, that would be absolutely lovely. Or David, if you have the books, that would be also lovely if you could also check that, because I remember there should be a conversation. But yes, guys, anyway, so since I don't remember properly. Whoa, where's my camera? Hello? Okay, guys, we're back. That was weird. Okay, so this is where we end with the manga. Now, the next scene about Anzu's capture is actually a filler, because this whole scene and the whole interaction between her and Mokuba, this doesn't happen in the manga. Mokuba was never kidnapped in the manga, and Anzu and Jonichi, the next time we see them, they are already brainwashed by Merrick. So we don't have all of them in the warehouse, and Anzu trying to escape, and the whole shenanigan. None of it. But yes, so let me just read your comments real quick, and then we'll be jumping into 4Kids. I also have an affection for my dog that I call Yuugi. Ah, because he's so affectionate, it reminds me of Yuugi. Oh, that's so cute, honey. I call my little Medichan, I call her my little bandit piranha, because that's exactly what she is. She's extremely cunning. Like a bandit, always trying to steal something, but because she's thieving right now, she's getting her adult thief, she's a little piranha. Is why every time I check my credit card statement, I found out that they're... Yes, Vista. That's the problem. Again, right now the difference between Russian ruble and American dollar is growing or falling, growing or falling, growing and falling. It's all because of the tariffs that are happening. That's why. So I don't know what's going on. Price in Russian rubles is exactly the same as 500 rubles, which is compared by Russian standards is like, I don't know. Yeah, it is a dollar. It should have been 500 rubles is like a dollar in America. So because of the tariffs, the price keeps on going up, down, up and down, up and down. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about it. And since it's the Russian side, I set my prices in rubles. Maybe I should be setting it in a dollar? I'll see if there is a setting for that, but I'm not sure. I also have a sister, Lida. Ah! Along with her husband, Sasha, immigrated to Finland. Oh, I mean, Finland is really close. Like, from St. Petersburg, you can travel it by car or something. It's like 2 hours. Plus, they have 2 children, a boy and a girl. Plus, my brother Sasha is the father too. Oh, that's so cute, honey. Yeah, you are an uncle. That's true. Ah, Daniel, 195. So it wasn't volume 20. I am not making stuff up. My memory is good. $195. Wait, 170. Daniel, are you sure it's 195? Because isn't 195 is like them at the it is them at the train station. Because they're already at the train station. Volume 22. Yeah, but in volume 22 they're already at the train station. They should be having a conversation at the hospital. But isn't it a dual 191? Because in 191 they 195. Let me okay, fine. I trust you. I'll check 195. That's already the duel between Jonashi and Atem. Actually, technically already Yuugi. 195. Okay, yeah, they're outside. Then we have that small little scene that the animated version expanded upon between the Otogi and Honda, and that's it. Okay. Okay, guys, maybe I made this stuff up, but I swear there was a whole scene where the converse Jonashi, oh not Jonashi, Otogi, Honda to and Shizuka, they were having a conversation in the hospital. Oh, Cat Honey, welcome to the stream! We are not even at the middle of the episode, by the way. If Tay and Mokuba had escaped, she would have been brainwashed and had explained to Yami instead of about Jonashi's capture. She would have been trapped below. Yeah, she would have. I get. Oh my god. In the animated version, it's so tame that she's just simply trapped under the crane. It's so funny. Oh, manga version. Ooh, Sensei went dark. I can't find anything else from Duel. Daniel, okay, if you check 191, you can actually find them sitting at the in the train already and talking. I don't know, guys. I'm going to double check. It is also very possible that this was also only the digital version, because when Sensei gave permission to color his manga in the digital version, there were some additional pages added, and the most prominent change was actually when Jonachi loses against Merrick. There were 2 pages added, and you can see a beautiful style that Sensei has done and how gorgeous it is. Like his improved style, you know, like you can literally just distinguish how much the style has improved, and those pages stick out immediately. It's so great. Even like the shape of Autumn's face and how Jonachi was screaming in pain, like, oh, it's great. I'll show you guys later on. Maybe I'll make a short about it. Like, did you know that there were additional 2 pages in the manga? Forget suck too much. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. You shouldn't be surprised. Okay, my dear. So let's continue on with this little filler scene that we have with Anzu Mokuba and, you know, yada yada yada. Let's see that Forkis will fuck this one up too.
Go now!
You talk too much.
Do you creeps really think you're gonna get away with this?
Welcome home.
Get back here! Let me out of this dump right now! I have friends in high places, and you're in big trouble! Come back! There's gotta be a way out of this place! I wonder what those jerks did with Joey. And what do they want with us anyway? It's not like I have anything valuable.
Like the Millennium Puzzle, this necklace affords me certain powers. With it, I have gazed 5,000 years into the past, to a time when evil sorcerers threatened to destroy the entire world. However, there was one king who possessed a magic powerful enough to stop this evil threat.
Is this part of the threat Ishizu warned us about? Maybe these are the guys that are after Yuugi. That's why they attacked us. It all makes sense now. Someone's trying to get something from Yuugi, and they're doing it by putting his friends in danger.
You're finished, Kaiba!
What happened?
You saved my life points.
Your attack has been blocked thanks to my magic card. It's simple. It multiplied my Karibo. Now your monster's attack won't affect my teammate.
You're...
Shut up. Just shut up. I'm done. Wow. Oh, boy. So, random explanation. Thank you, Anzo, for existing, apparently. Oh, my God. And at this point, this one as well. Talking without a fucking breather. I'm done with that one as well. Like, no. I hate that freaking ghouls are talking. The ghouls are supposed to be silent. They're supposed to be silent. Not a single peep out of them. But here they are talking non-freaking chalantly. Because, yeah. Duh. And you know what? That, also, random edit. That horrible way that they showed a flashback. That is also freaking edit. That's just, that was terrible. That was absolutely disgusting. Why did we need the slap and, them, Joji being attacked? Was that needed there? Sure. So, yeah. Oh, guys, we hit a Yamado game. Woo! Yeah. Oh, yeah, Yamado game. Woo! Our first Yamado game. We actually got it. Yay. I'm also about to actually put the powerful scene feeling mad because Atem saving Kaiba in this mode was supposed to be powerful and it just fell flat. It absolutely fell flat. But yeah, okay, fine. I'm going to keep it for now. Maybe there will be a worse scene because this episode actually has the Blue Eyes White Dragon summoning and other beautiful shenanigans. So let's see if Orcas will actually of course they will F it up. What am I even saying? Why am I even questioning the Orcas' logic? Speaking of ancient Egypt, were there really sorcerers back? No, David, absolutely not. What are you talking about? No. There were no sorcerers. Obviously, yes, there were some people who possessed magical tricks and could, like it's like today, guys. Like some people who can actually have like the sixth sense or pretend to have the sixth sense and other shenanigans, But yeah, you don't know if that's true or not. But back then, everybody did that, So no, there were no sorcerers. There was none of that shit stuff there. There were, like, ancient Egyptian people were too freaking logical for that stuff, So, the magic that they could be referring to is like people writing the scripture, so the soul could pass into the underworld to do what? And, face Osiris's judgment with the feather of Mot, like the scale where you have your heart and the feather of Mot to see if you're sinned or not and if your body will be eaten by Amut. And if you are a good spirit, then you can, pass through Duat to Aru. And then once Ra awakens, you'll go back to your body during the day and once again take the journey during the night, and the cycle repeats again. Basically, you're traveling with, in a way, you're basically traveling with Ra, because Ra also does the exact same thing. He travels the sun, dies, passes through all of Duat, while Isis protects him, as well as Horus's 4 sons. And then he is reborn, and yeah, the cycle repeats again. So no, there were no sorcerers or any of that stuff. And even Sensei actually did not do any sorcerers in his story. Well, aside from Mahado and Mana, and we cannot consider them sorcerers, they were more like magicians, in a way, But yeah, no. I don't think that there were actual magic. Hi, American Ori. Who's Orion? Who's that guy? Recruit the rare hunters back in modern Egypt. I mean, if you pay them well, you can recruit anybody. Money pays and makes them do, dirty bidding. As well as Bear can also, like, control the minds. Just plant a little bit part of his soul into somebody's head and be like, you're my mind slave. Obey. Bye-bye. So that, yeah, that could also work. Okay, darlings, let's go. So, the Japanese version of Anzu kidnapping. You'll be surprised how quiet it is.
ちょっと話してってばあんたたちこんなことしてただで済むと思ってんのちょっと待って私をどう
life did not say anything.
一体何をする気なの？私たちを捕まえてもレアカードなんて持ってないのに。
この千年タウクには近い未来を見通す力があります。あなたがここに来ることは分かっていました。そして新たな戦いが始まろうとしていることも。そう、あなたは自らこの場所を訪れ戦いの運命を選んだのです。
石津さんの言っていた新しい戦いってただのゲームのことじゃなかったんだ。もう一人の遊戯にまつわる戦い。私たちはいつの間にかその戦いに巻き込まれてしまっていたのかも。
Oh wow, the flashback over the slab was actually violent how it's supposed to be, and not a disgusting 4Kids edit where they just like, okay, we're just going to cut the edges, make it a circle, not transparent, because then everybody's going to see, you know, that we covered on top of it, and make sure that it's only Joji falling, just a little bit stumbling. Yeah, no violence.
Yuugi. クリボーに増殖のマジックカードを発動した。クリボーとマジックカード増殖とのコンボだ。貴様らの攻撃は海馬には届かないぜ。
雑魚モンスターの増殖兵器だと？ふざけた真似を。
お前のクリボーに救われたというのか。遊戯、余計な真似を。
海馬、このタッグ戦は確かにチームの2人ともが敗れるまで続く。しかし実際はお前か俺、どちらか1人が倒れたら全ては終わったも同然。
俺一人の力では勝てないと抜かすのか。
今俺たちに牙を向く2匹のグールスのコンビネーションは完璧だ。互いに攻守を補い合い、そのチームワークが生み出す攻撃は一分の隙もない。この戦い、俺たちの力を結束しなければ到底グールズを倒すことはできない。
結束。
お前らのチームワークじゃ俺たちに勝つのは不可能だからな。
I'll stop right here. Once again, I'll let you guys see a little bit more. So then, once we watch the 4Kids version, we'll be absolutely disappointed. I think this is the perfect strategy because a lot of the times this is what worked. Our disappointment, yes. Oh my god. To be honest, before Yu-Gi-Oh was amazed by Egypt like my mom. And that's actually the reason why I found Yu-Gi-Oh in the first place, because I was looking for an anime or a cartoon or any of the sort that has to do with ancient Egypt. And that's how I found Yu-Gi-Oh! And then I did not know about Season 0 at that time. I watched Doom Monsters Episode 1. Surprised that there was barely any mention of Yu-Gi-Oh! Of Egypt. Then found Season 0, watched an episode of that. Did not understand why the two series were like that. Decided to continue watching Doom Monsters until episode 23. And being convinced that Atem was not the perfect main character. That's when I was like, okay, you know what? I'm stopping the show and picking up the Bible. And started reading the manga. While watching the animated parallel, I read the manga, I read the volume, watched the animated version to again see the difference and see how much was changed and or adapted. And yeah. Oh, for the love of ancient Egypt. I enjoy the Karibo circus. Also, there's an interesting ancient Egyptian fact you explained earlier. I studied about Egypt history back in middle school. Where and when did you study Egyptian history? Oh my god, David, actually, I was fascinated with ancient Egypt since I was like, I don't know, a little child. My sister is 5 years older than me, and she had this book that was about ancient civilizations. My sister was fascinated with Greece, but there were also many chapters about Egypt, and I grabbed the book, I looked at the pictures, and I tried to read about Egyptian history, and when I was much older, and YouTube finally became available, I try to find videos about them and like documentaries. I don't. As a kid, watching documentaries, it's like, wait, what? But I was fascinated. I still love documentaries to this day. So that's what I did, and that's how I found Yu-Gi-Oh! Basically. All because of my love for ancient Egypt. I don't know why, but since I was a kid, I had a huge spark about ancient Egypt. And just in America, I also studied about ancient Egypt, and it was so brief. It was like, I don't know, 1 or 2 lessons, and that's it. And I was like, wait, ancient Egypt, there's so much history, much longer than America. Why are we like I don't know, mentioning it for like a lesson or two? What is this? What are you guys doing? I was actually pissed. Error 4. When Umbra activates spell transfer, 4 cards can be seen in his hand. However, after Atem activates multiply and response, 5 cards can be seen in his hand. Really, Kurosaki? Huh. I think I actually I might have an answer for that. It all has to do with this, yeah. Yeah. That's the problem with consistency. That is the problem with consistency. So guys, since this is where we are, let's jump into the manga real quick. I'll read your comments in just a bit, my darlings. Let's jump into the Bible. So as we remember, what happens? Kaiba gets attacked, and in the same page, we can see Kaiba being protected by the Karibo. And we have the Mr. Judgment himself literally being like, I use multiply to protect Kaiba, muhahaha. It's hilarious. I love Atem, the sassy little king. And this is where the chapter ends. So, next chapter, what happens? We jump back again into Karibo's protecting Kaiba. Kaiba's face being like, what the fuck? Those little pests. Yuugi. And we have this smug ass right here. Oh my god. That he has more Karibos to protect 2 players, no problem. So as it was mentioned, he has 4 cards in his hand. Because again, if you count how many cards Atem used, 4 cards makes sense. But because in the animated version, we deter from the manga, what happens? Oh, okay, fine. In this frame is going to be 5 cards, and that frame is going to be 4 cards, and this frame is going to be 5 cards again. They are not consistent because what are they watching? They, of course, are looking at the storyboard that was created by the storyboard artist, and they also reference the manga. So that's why the inconsistencies happen, and they happen a lot. A lot. Like, for example, when, I don't remember, either it was a duel between, Atem and Bakura, and Atem at one point, instead of, you know, like, activating the card and placing it, like it was a spell card, and placing it on, like, the spell and trap zone, he actually placed it on top of his duel disc in the monster zone, and it was a spell card, and everybody's like, oh my god, animation error, and I'm like, yes, animation error, but also, that's what he did in the manga because the dual disc in the manga works differently. Yay! So guys, yes, you'll definitely see lots of errors like this. This is absolutely normal, because again, they reference the manga, how it was done there, but they also need to follow the storyboard. So yeah, it gets a little bit mixed up. Sadly. So, and then we have the exact same dialogue, actually, where Kaiba's actually pissed. He's like, being like, do not interfere, yada yada yada, and Atem talks about that they have the perfect teamwork, and the only way to defeat them if we work together, stop being a stubborn bitch, basically. And Kaiba really does not want to accept it. He hates this idea. Of course he doesn't want to accept it. But he also understands that if they do not work together, somehow, it doesn't mean the way that Atem intends, duh, then they will lose. And Kaiba losing. Oh. Kaiba losing. Yeah, no. No. His pride would never be able to take it. Fine, losing to Atem, that's one thing. But losing to these two assholes? Yeah, sure. So yeah, my darlings. Okay. And speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0, I have seen it on YouTube. By the way, I have also seen his fan-made English dub. Yeah, yes, Sunday, dude. I know what you're talking about. I'm subscribed to these guys. They're absolutely amazing. I cannot wait for the next episode. Really talented. Though I wish that they actually tried to lead more to the Japanese voice actors, but I also understood why they decided to lead towards the... excuse me, my darlings. It's almost 6 in the morning here. To their English counterparts. Yeah, Ancient Egypt is the only mention when we studied the Western civilization. Yeah, it was super short. Ancient Egypt, Greece, and yeah, Mesopotamia. That's true. If you want to see the 1999 movie fan-made dub English version, I did see it, David. I did see it. They actually made a few shorts to promote it more. But sadly, not a lot of people actually seen it. I don't know why, but YouTube algorithm really does not like Yu-Gi-Oh! When it comes to, like, the animated version. If it's the cards, yeah, it will promote it left and right. But if it's, like, the animated version, ignore. It will not go into the algorithm whatsoever. Okay, darling, so let's jump back into the 4Kids version.
Furballs won't be around for too long, and when they go, so will your life points.
I realize your magic cards save my life points, but next time I'll do it myself!
Kaiba, if you ever expect to see Mokuba again, we need to help each other. Remember, the minute one of us falls, the other won't stand a chance against their unified tag team assault.
Are you questioning my skills as a duelist, Yuugi?
I'm saying we must combine our forces in order to defeat these rare hunters. They duel as a team, building on one another's moves, and we have to do the same. I saved you, and if you don't protect me the same way, I may not be around to save you again.
Then good riddance.
If they continue to disagree, their Egyptian god cards will be ours in no time.
Loomis, we have to clear out Yuugi's defensive wall before we can move in and destroy the rest of Kaiba's life points. Can you handle it?
Yes, and they'll never know what hit them. Until it's too late.
Commercial break, thank God. Oh, I need that silence. I need that moment of silence. Because you know what that means? That means dialogue that changed the original message completely. Just no. Absolutely not. That's just, nah. No. Guys, we heard the Japanese dialogue. We know what it was about. What Atem said to Kaiba. Kaiba here being an absolute freaking asshole. And you know what that means? Character is ruined. Kaiba's officially ruined. At first, Kaiba was saying nonsense, but now he's absolutely freaking ruined. He's being a giant ass prick. Kaiba. The Kaiba. He would never work in a team. But if it means that he will lose, he will work in a team. Just using a different strategy. And of course he did. We'll be talking about in just a bit once he'll summon Blue Eyes White Dragon in the next episode. Well, at the end of this episode, but his intentions are going to be, voiced in the next episode. But you know what, guys, what I mean. Oh, yay! Oh yeah, we did hit another Yamano game. Woo! Oh, Daniel, no problem, honey. Go to bed, honey. Love you so much. Thank you for joining the live stream. Have a good night. Love you, darling. Bye-bye. Okay, cat. Go take a shower, honey. Enjoy your shower. But yeah, my darling, so that's why we're doing the change the original message and Kaiba being absolutely ruined because wow. Wow, that is pathetic. That is absolutely pathetic. Good night! Well, I guess we're gonna have to see if we're gonna hit more kids. But since this scene is a little bit too short and we've seen already the Japanese version, well, most of the scene in Japanese, let's actually move forward to see the Rare Hunters move. I believe it was like the Mask of Light move next, I think. Oh, never mind. It's also.
I'm so close. Almost got it. Just a few more. Come on. Oh man, that was not fun. Well, it could have been worse, right? Let me go. Do you know who you're messing with? Who's there? Mokuba. Taya. Are you okay? Yeah, I guess. So, they're called Rare Hunters? Yeah, and I was trying to find you guys when they grabbed me. The same thing happened to Joey and me. And I think I know why. So do I. They're just using us as bait to trap my brother and Yuugi and then take their rarest cards away from them. You know why, Taya? Because Yuugi and Kaiba both have an Egyptian god card. Egyptian what? Gods. They're the most powerful cards in Duel Monsters, and there's only 3. Whoever has them all will be unbeatable, Taya. We just got caught in the middle. Oh. Are you sure that's all these guys want? Well, it's the only thing I can think of. Why? No reason. Really, it's nothing. If this has anything to do with ancient evil forces trying to destroy the world, then it's gotta be about more than just getting a few good Duel Monsters cards. I know it!
Master Merrick will be pleased when we deliver.
No. You know, a lot of the times, Anzu is already a useless character, sadly. Usually, I prefer Anzu, especially at the very beginning, most of the time. But, wow, 4Kids logic. Just, wow. Wow. If I had 4Kids plot double the times, that would be 4Kids plot. 4Kids dialogue double? Yes, absolutely. So I'm just going to put it into 4Kids logic because all of that was just nonsense that 4Kids made up. Mokuba would not be spouting out this nonsense. Anzu would not be spouting out this nonsense in her head. All of this is just absolute garbage, so that's it. Another kid decided to join the Shadow Realm. Yay! Oh, it said 30 p.m. for you. I see, honey. Yeah, no, it's super late. It's super early for me. Late, early. I don't even know. Just look at the time in Moscow right now, guys. Already Sunday, almost 6 in the morning. In Japan, it's actually almost, it's 11:30 in Japan right now. A bingo? Oh yeah, guys! Woo! Another bingo. Guys, I'm not keeping track of these. Thank you guys for putting them in the comments. Oh my god, otherwise I wouldn't be able to see them. That's another thing. Mokuba and Tei should have barricaded the door in the warehouse with the very heavy objects enough to keep the door trapped. They could have, but I mean, they only have boxes. And, they're stupid? Okay, fine. Mokuba is not stupid, but Anzu is. Oh my god, I'm yawning today. Usually I don't start yawning until like 7 a.m. But today apparently almost 6 and I'm already a yawner. Okay guys, so let's watch the scene in Japanese real quick and see... do you ever watch the sunrise? Oh yeah, sometimes I do watch the sunrise, especially because my side of the flat, like the window that is facing like the outside. A lot of the times from this window I can see the sunrise, to be honest. And during summer, if I don't go to the country house, I would actually sit on the balcony and just listen to music and watch the sun rise. Or draw. That's another thing. We both just yawned. Oh, I see me standing. Oh, yeah, yawning is contagious. Even from across the world, yawning is still contagious. Excuse me, my darlings. Okay, so let's watch this scene real quick in Japanese, see what Anz was actually talking about, as well as Mokuba. And in a few hours, the sun will rise. No, you did not. Fallen, you did not just quote little Karibo and got away with it. Love you.
だがフィールドに雑魚モンスターが増殖していてはこちらの攻撃も奴らには届かない。かなり厄介だ。
大丈夫手はあるかな。
もうちょい。ダイエットしておけば。離せ！何すんだ！木馬くん、アンズ、大丈夫？ああ。どうして木馬くんがこんなところに？
お前たちの居場所を探してたらいきなり。
私も城之内と一緒に襲われて、なぜこんなことを。
きっと俺たちを捕まえて遊戯や兄様がデュエルから逃げられないようにしたのさ。グールスの奴ら兄様たちから神のカードを奪い取るつもりなんだ。
神のカード？
ああ、3枚の神のカードは伝説のレアカードなんだぜ。今兄様と遊戯が1枚ずつ持ってる。奴らそれを狙って。
そう、でもそれだけじゃないかも。
何か知ってるのか、アンズ？
なんとなく。木馬くんに話してもきっと理解してもらえないわ。数千年前、エジプトの王朝時代からの争いに巻き込まれてるなんて。
Wow, Anzu is actually not an idiot. Thank you, 4Kids, for making Anzu dumber. Amazing. And also making Mokuba dumb. That's another thing. And Mokuba is not dumb. He's one of the smartest characters on this, in this series, basically. Oy. But yeah. Guys, manga's not going to follow because the scene, like I mentioned, it's not in the manga. Mokuba was never captured, and the next time we see Anzo and Jonichi, they're already being brainwashed. So, yeah, this scene is still a filler, only to prolong the run time. When I went outside before the morning for the first time back in 2019, before COVID, I saw the sunrise. Oh, honey! Yeah, no, guys, if you ever have the chance to see sunrises, it is absolutely phenomenon. I don't know. Sunsets look really, really sweet because of all the beautiful purple colors, but sunrise, how the light breaks and the mix of colors happening, like, as an artist, oh, yeah, no, it's absolutely great. When you look at the colors. I don't know, like, I'm very bad when it comes to describing, but, like, if you ever have the chance to see a sunrise, just look how the colors change from one to another and how many shades are there before they spread out. It's so freaking beautiful. Seriously, guys, absolutely gorgeous. I should have gone on that. Yeah. And people say that Japanese don't know how to humor. Ha ha ha. Of course they do. I was just seeing the sunrise at the beach. Oh yeah. And like the colors are on the sea, or like, yeah, on the water overall. Nature, guys, is absolutely beautiful. Like, you guys have no idea. If you, I mean, obviously you have an idea, but like, if you look at nature from perspective, like, of an artist and how the colors work, it is so freaking magnetizing. Like, a lot of the times, I find myself just staring at the most simplest thing that the person will be like, okay, yeah, that's a car. What I see how the shade from the tree fell on this car, that in certain distance the car appears that it has no hood on. Yeah, it's like a little trick. It's really cool. And a lot of people are like, yeah, no, that's a car. No, look closely, the hood is missing. How come the Japanese voice actors ever voices the boy children throughout the years? I mean, guys, it's actually a common thing for a female to be voice acting a male in Japan. In Russia, we also have the exact same thing. Like, a lot of the times we have women voice act boys, simply because at that, like, by this age, the boys' voice still didn't break, so they still sound a little bit high pitched. Take it from the teacher. I had a lot of boys, like, in like lower grades, where they would be so freaking high pitched, more squeaky than the girls. But then all of a sudden, in 5th or 6th grade, their voice breaks, and then he's like talking in this, I am the guy. Wait, weren't you just like, squeaking 3 months ago? Yes, I did, but no, I can talk properly. Hello, teacher. Hello, you person with a very deep voice, apparently. Yeah, so this happens all the time, my darlings. So, a lot of the times, female voice actors would be voice acting, like, male children. And that's absolutely okay. A lot of the times, I would annoy my kids back at school with my boy voice. Like a little kid, like I don't know, 8-year-old Albert. That's what I called him. Albert. I don't know why that name came to my head, but it was absolutely hilarious. Okay, my so let's continue with the 4Kids version and see what's up.
Deliver both of your Egyptian god cards to him.
And tell him you've been banished to the Shadow Realm.
Enough of this. My Blue Eyes White Dragon. This card can destroy their monster with ease, but I have to sacrifice 2 weaker monsters in order to summon it, and I can't do that. As long as these rare hunters have Mask of Restrict in play, I can't sacrifice anything. But I'll find a way. I'll wipe them both out by myself and take back my brother. They'll be sorry they ever met me.
We can do this, Kaiba. We just have to duel as a team.
First, I'll place 1 card face down. Then I'll summon Battle Ox in defense mode to protect my life points.
You can't expect to win by hiding behind weak monsters. Our Shining Abyss has 2,600 attack points. It can easily annihilate your Battle Ox and tear down your wall of furballs, leaving your life points wide open. Right, Loomis?
Precisely, Umbra. Looks like you'll never see your friends again. Not where you'll be going. But before I completely wipe out your life points, I must first demolish your defensive wall of miniature monsters. And I have just the magic card to do it. Another mask. Behold! My Mask of Dispel! It will cover your multiplying magic card and conceal its effect. So I'm afraid your Karibo army will be reduced back down to 1. With your weak defenses crumbling, it's only a matter of time before we destroy you both. This was even easier than I thought, and I'm not through with you yet. Just like your Magnet Warrior's mask, with this in play, you lose 500 more life points every turn.
Oh no! With 2 of my cards covered by masks, I'll lose 1,000 life points every turn! If we don't figure out how to stop them soon, it's all over!
Next, I'll summon my Grand Tiki Elder and rid the field of your Kaiba! Attack now! Now your life points are wide open for a direct attack, Yuugi, since your Magnet Warrior can't defend you thanks to the mask it's wearing. And as soon as your life points reach 0, you'll plummet directly to the Shadow Realm!
Oh, thank God. Commercial break. Jesus Christ. Wow, making a powerful scene film. Immediately, guys, I'm grabbing it. I don't care. This scene is already garbage. Wow. 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 Also, I really hate Yuugi, so Yuugi explains or comes out with a plot for no effing reason. That was that. Oh no, if I don't do something or come up with something or just do whatever, yada yada yada, I'm going to lose the duel. Yuugi, just fucking shut up. Jesus Christ. Also, stop talking on Atem's head. I'm sick and tired of it. We're 71 episodes in, and I'm not used to Yuugi talking in Atem's head. This is disgusting. So, 2 kids decide to join the Shadow Realm. Goodbye. Oh my God. At this point, I might actually call it Atem is useless. But I'm still keeping you. I'm keeping you. You're going to stay there and look pretty, okay? But yeah, just no. Absolute not. Disgusting. I'm pissed. I'm actually pissed. I'm pissed. I'm tired. And... oh! Huh. Yeah, Visa, you're actually correct. It is diagonal. Wow. Yeah, that makes sense. Visa Tani, thank you so much, guys. We hit another Yamino game. Technically, 2 Yamino games. Whoop, whoop. And we're only 3 hours in. Guys, remember when we used to watch 2 episodes and our stream was only 2 hours? Wow. Now we're watching 1 episode and our stream is 4 hours. Gee, I wonder how does this happen? It's funny when Karibo gets dizzy when his eyes are rotating. How come? Actually, David, we will be talking about that. And the spell mask too. Once we get to the manga version. Because in the manga, this is so much different. In the animated version, that's how they did it. For, you know, for a comedic effect, let's say. But in the manga, no, completely different. Very different. Love you, Vista. Mwah. I give my time. So, let's check out the Japanese version. See how this scene played out there. How it was supposed to play out there. And, of course, see the manga version.
俺のターンドロー
ブルーアイズ八つ星の上級モンスターは生贄を2体捧げなければ召喚することはできない。だが奴らのフィールドには永続魔法カード生贄封じの仮面が出ている。神のカードはおろかブルーアイズですら召喚することができない。やむを得ない。
俺はリバースカードをセットしミノタウルスを守備表示。ターン終了だ。
身を守るので精一杯のようだなカイバ。
奴らのフィールドには攻撃力2600のシャインアビスが出ている。タッグバトルではフィールドの守備モンスターはパートナーを守ることができる。今はクリボーの増殖壁で持ちこたえるしかない。チャンスは必ず来るはずだ。俺のターンだかんな。うじゃうじゃうじゃうじゃ。そんな雑魚モンスターの影に隠れてちゃお前ら何もできねえだろ。そんなもん俺のカードで一掃してやる。仮面カード魔力吸収の仮面。何 飾のマジックカードに仮面が装着された。増殖効力が消え、クリボーが一体に。
しかもこの仮面の呪いによって毎ターンごとにお前のライフを500ポイント削っていくからな。
増殖癖を失った。俺たちが敵モンスターの直接攻撃を食らうのは時間の問題。どうする？
さらに仮面呪術師カースモギュラでクリボーを攻撃。連殺。これでお前の壁モンスターはいなくなったかんな。
俺のフィールドのマグネットウォーリアーは呪魂の仮面によって攻撃も守備もできない。しかも俺を守る壁モンスターはいない。
さあユージ、貴様のターンだ。それと同時に1000ポイントが貴様のライフから引かれる。忘れんな。
俺のターン。
Perfect moment to end right here. Wow, Atem was not being a little, well, technically Yuugi was not being a little wuss, not coming up with a random explanation, random plot, random whatever in his head, and this actually felt like, oh my god, how the fuck Atem and, well, technically also Kaiba are going to win. You know? This felt like Atem was in a peril. There was tension. There was like, I don't even know how to explain this. Like, this scene was set up so freaking well with the timing, with the reaction, voice acting, tension building and building and building, and we see that if Atem does not do something this turn right here, he's fucked. Kaiba is too, but we still need to get to Kaiba's turn for in order for Kaiba to do something. And if Atem does not do something right now, he's fucked. Kaiba is fucked. They're both fucked. They will lose the duel, both of them. So, yeah, this is perfect. This is the perfect build-up tension. What did Four Kids do? Nothing. They just made Yuugi a little wuss. And complained about, oh no, what am I going to do? Oh, wrong thing. What am I going to do? Yada, yada, yada. Ah, the poor me. Blah, 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 blah. Also believe in the power of friendship, apparently. Even though, even right now, I only care about my own skin. That I don't even realize. Oh, Cat, welcome back, honey. That's fine. We're still only one kid out of 20, so not that much damage yet. If Mika Ichibashi Kariba voice lines had been spared for Forky's English translation, I would have heard her voice sooner. But how did Mika addition to voice Kariba? Honestly, honey, I have no idea. Like, I only know about a couple of voice actors who were auditioned or either handpicked by Takahashi-sensei himself. But I guess it's either the agents pitch her or she was chosen among other contestants. Because a lot of the times that's what a lot of times that's what happens. You know, you audition, you get the role, and then you go with it. Or in particular, we're looking for somebody with such talent. You know, because not every voice actor actually voice acts like animals and stuff. So, you know, it's like very specific. Even though like Duel monsters are like monsters, but still. So yeah. Okay, my darling. So, what do we have? So, Kaiba and Atem have the dialogue that we've already discussed. Kaiba draws the card, and of course, it is Blue Eyes White Dragon. Exact same monologue plays out that Kaiba needs the two monsters to As sacrifice to summon a level 8 monster, but while the mask is there, there's nothing that he can do. Atem just watches, Kaiba places a face down card, and here's another change. He summons non-battle ox, a completely different monster, actually. Gajito, Soreja. He summoned a gadget soldier. So he summoned a gadget soldier, not battle ox. And he ends his turn. Atem has the exact same monologue that while they have the wall, they're protected, at least for now, basically. And Mask of Light or Sun activates the exact same Mask of Dispel or whatever it was called, Karibo's Disappear, and Atem actually takes less damage from this mask. I think it was like 200 or something? Let me see. Oh no, 300. He takes 300 damage. We can see the little 300. He takes 300 damage instead of 500 like it was in the animated version. And then after that, what do we have? The Mask of Light summons a monster, and Karibo gets destroyed. Atem reacts once again the same, that they are open basically, and if they don't do something, then they will be attacked directly. So Atem takes damage. He takes not 1,000 damage, but we can see right here that it is 800, so 800 damage. But the life points are exactly the same like it was shown in the animated version. Hilarious, isn't it? But the next turn that Atem will do will be discuss it in just a bit after we actually see it in the animated version. But before even the animated Japanese version, we still need to go through 4 kids. What did I do in my previous life to watch 4 kids now? How come the wooing sound was used for Karibo as Mika's voice? Dude, I don't know, like, that's literally Karibo's voice. A lot of the time, he just goes, that's what he does. So, honestly, no idea. Oh yeah, Gadget Soldier was level 4 in the manga. Yeah, follow he was. Yeah. And that's who Kaiba summoned instead of Battle Ox. So here's another little difference right there. Okay, sweeties. Let's jump back to 4 kids. Oh my god, this scene is also so freaking important. They're gonna ruin it. Oh my god. I'm probably going to be pissed. Oh well, let's go, guys.
You two can't possibly win this duel. Not only can't you sacrifice your monsters to summon stronger ones, but thanks to our mask cards, you lose 1,000 life points every turn, Yuugi. You're finished.
We'll see.
This doesn't look good. I need a card to turn this around.
I draw.
This trap card allows me to destroy 1 card in my opponent's hand. But that's not enough to help us. Maybe that card can help. If I were to activate card destruction, each duelist would have to throw out all their cards and redraw an entirely new hand. But wait, if Kaiba has a plan to beat them and I force him to get rid of his entire hand, I could ruin his plan. What choice do I have? Kaiba doesn't want to duel as a team, and I have no idea what his strategy is. I have to make a move, but it could cost us the duel, and we can't afford to lose.
What are you waiting for? You couldn't possibly make things any worse than you already have, Yuugi. Thanks to you, the cards we're holding are absolutely useless. In fact, I have a card in my hand that could win this game for us, But due to your sloppy dueling, I can't summon it to the field. It's better off in the graveyard.
It sounds like Kaiba wants to discard his hand. I think I know what I need to do.
Well, have you ever seen such a pathetic team?
Defeating them and taking their Egyptian god cards will be simple. They've already done most of the work for us.
That's enough! I place one card face down. And that will end my turn.
I see. It appears you weren't able to summon another monster to defend your life points. Not that it would have mattered, for I'm about to summon an unstoppable creature. But first, I need to play my all-powerful magic card known as Curse of the Masked Beast.
What is that?
This card allows me to sacrifice...
Shut up! Just shut up! Oh. Okay. Oh, I'm going to kill people. I am going to kill. I swear to God, I need a drink. What is that? Sure, yeah, that's exactly what they said. Ah, kawaii baddie. Hello, honey. Welcome to the stream, sweetie. Welcome. Now you're finally with the success of accepting Atem's assistant. With 4 kids dialogue, I'm not even sure that he was accepting anything. Jesus Christ. Not me chanting shut up in my head while trying to do something. Yeah, Kat, you read my mind. Or my face, because that's my face was like, oh my God. People are going to die tonight. Shut up. I'm going to murder you in my sleep. You fucking asshole. Error. When Umbra was... Okay, one of the rare hunters, I don't even know which one was what. About to play Curse of the Masked Beast, he had 6 cards in his hand. Then he should only have 5. Yeah, Kurosaki, we also talked about that one, didn't we? Because in the manga, how many cards that he has in his hand, and how many because of the change he's supposed to have in his hand. Yeah, it's inevitable. At this point, it's inevitable, and it's actually sometimes even pointless to count the cards, because if they go by the manga, it's this amount of cards. If they go by the anime, it's the other amount of cards. And they get mixed up left and right. What lets you relax during your situations? Dude, actually, a lot of the times what helps me relax? I don't know. I guess playing with my rings, because I have like gajillions of them on my fingers, or like with my necklaces. Or just petting my dog. Most of the time, petting my dog is the best remedy to everything. But yeah, no, I tend to play with my necklaces or my rings all the freaking time. Especially when I'm nervous or anxious or I want to kill people. But speaking of killing, we have many kids to burn. So, you little child shall go to the Shadow Realm. Because, oh my God, Atem is useless. Kaiba is literally walking all over him. Yuugi is literally walking all over him. Fuck Yuugi. Fuck Kaiba. Could you stop touching my poor little Pharaoh, who doesn't even know what is going on around him? So yeah, no, Atem is useless. Abso-freaking-lutely useless. Second, explain what is currently happening on screen. Oh my God. We finally reached that point where we literally had them explaining what is happening on screen at least 5 times. And I am sick and tired and done. And also, that's second. And also, I'm taking another kid away from, wait a second, top 2 duelists. Especially Kaiba, who knows every single card in existence. Instead of asking, being like, what? What are you doing? What is this? Nani? What do we have? What does that do? You know what? That's the last straw. That is the last straw. And you know what that means? For a freebie, for myself, and for my sanity, another kid decides to join the Shadow Realm. Goodbye! Yay! And bingo 8, and 9, and bingo, another Yamino game. Guys, well, what can I say? We hit another Yamino game. And we still have about 2 minutes left of the episode. And if 4 kids are going to screw it up, we might fill the last 2 boxes. And if that will happen, I'll need Cat's help to create a new bingo card. Oh my god. We're at 7 bingos, people. No, Julian, actually we are... Oh my god. 1, 2... Oh, excuse me, my darlings. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Wait, what? Okay, I'm miscalculating. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9. Guys, like I said, I am bad with math. Even on bingo card, I already miscounted. Wow. Can we just go for a blackout? Oh, no, Cat, probably not. With 4 kids, that's impossible. Guys, you know what? Actually, since we're already on the topic of 4 kids and since we're already filling the board, let's actually do this. Let's finish the episode since it's like I said, 2 minutes. We have about 2 minutes left. So let's finish the episode, jump into the Japanese version, and then discuss the manga, okay? That'll be the perfect way to actually end this, because at this point I'm already sick and tired of 4 kids. I don't want to listen to them. I am done with their logic and the shit they're literally putting me through. So, my darlings, it's best that we just finish 4 kids and just be done with them, okay? So, let's go, my darlings. 3, 2, 1. I'll read your comments after.
Fight both our monsters and call forth one of the most destructive forces you've ever experienced. Behold the almighty power of the masked beast. Nothing can stop his wrath. So prepare to lose it all, Yuugi.
It can't be.
Time to say goodbye to your life points. Now! Send him to the Shadow Realm, my masked beast. Battle Ops, defend! What's this? Kaiba's monster intercepted my attack. It can't be.
Are you surprised? This is a double duel after all, and my teammate was in danger. So I used my battle ox to defend his life points against your masked beast.
I thought that they weren't working together as a team, Loomis.
Thank you.
Look, Yuugi, give it a rest. There's one reason I helped you, so I could win.
Then you're a fool. Saving your partner caused you to lose your only defensive monster.
And soon it will cause you to lose the rest of your life points when my masked beast moves in for the attack.
Unless Yuugi returns my favor.
You fools can't win.
Reveal face-down card. Card destruction.
Oh no! We lose our entire hands.
That's correct. Now, each duelist must deposit every card in their hand into the card graveyard. Once they're buried, you must start over by drawing a completely new hand.
This might be my only chance to save my friends.
Now I'll send my hand to the graveyard.
Did your partner force you to give up any cards you needed?
Actually, what just happened is quite the opposite, Rare Hunter. Without the ability to sacrifice, I wasn't able to summon the monster in my hand. But now I can. Watch closely. Reveal Monster Reborn! Now I can bring back the powerful monster I just sent to the graveyard! My Blue Eyes White Dragon!
It's not possible!
It is.
Oh, fuck off.
This is the price you pay for using my little brother to get to me. Now maybe you'll think twice before disrespecting the Kaiba family. Now, go, my Blue Eyes!
Oh, thank God it's over with. It's over. It's done. Thank you so much. Another kid decides to join the Shadow Realm because Yuugi is stupid. Yuugi saves the day even though he doesn't deserve it. Fuck Yuugi. Wow. Oh my God. let Autumn have a moment of glory. It's guys, it's actually surprising. Like, we have so many fangirls who are fangirling over Autumn, right? Right. But in actuality, they are literally fangirling of Yuugi inside Autumn's head. With Autumn's body. Yeah. Because Autumn in the end actually does not do shit. I'm pissed. Yeah, at this point, a gajillion bingo because we actually almost finished. We almost fully filled in the bingo card. We are literally missing one because in this episode, surprisingly, nobody was glazing Yuugi. If Jollity was in this episode, we probably had Yuugi glazing. But since there was no Jollity, yeah. We're out of that one. And give her beast is dangerous effect. Yeah. It is, especially in the graveyard. Can we black out the board? It's very possible that we can. Very possible. But so far, we still haven't finished it. Just one more. I guess we're going to see it in the future. Very possible. But guys, we are seriously getting close to it. Kat, I'm not even kidding. If I black out the board, you're making me a new one. At least with suggestions, okay? Oh my god. But yeah, guys, this is absolutely insane. Visa, how many, 10? 10 bingos. Yeah. David, like you mentioned, that will go, this episode we hit even more bingos. There we go. Yuugi glazing, it means that somebody is literally kissing Yuugi's feet. Like, Jollity in a lot of the episodes, instead of being like, Yuugi, I'm doing this so we can do in the future, so I can prove to you that I'm a true duelist. Instead, it's like, oh, Yuugi, I'm your little bitch, and you're the great duelist, so here's my red eyes. Enjoy. Bye! Yeah, Yuugi glazing, literally. Instead of, like, actually questioning or, like, following the plot or whatever, you're just literally just worshipping and just, licking his feet, his balls, everything. Like, literally just going, like, Mr. Beast, blah, blah, blah. That's Yuugi glazing. Yeah, 10 bingos next, so I'll call it blackout. Oh, very possible, Visa, very possible. I'll hit the head on the table when I heard this for 4 kids. Yeah. Yugi-chan, me too, me too. I need a bingo card with the end up with another massive result. It did. Yeah, it did. Though I'm surprised you're actually calling me by my real name. Interesting. I don't believe I ever actually gave out my real name on YouTube. Okay, my darling, so let us actually jump into the Japanese version real quick and see what's up.
Draw! トラップカードまだ手はあるマジックカード手札抹殺を使えば全てのプレイヤーは手札を全て捨て同じ枚数のカードを引くことができるだが海馬の手札に起死回生のカードがあったとしたらさらにこれを捨てさせてしまうことになるダメだ俺たちのチームワークをさらに悪化させかねない
どうした遊戯どうやら手札に4つ星以下のモンスターカードがないようだなつまりこのターンで出せるモンスターカードはないまあ手札に上級モンスターしかないなら仕方がない生贄なしでは召喚できぬカードなど邪魔なだけ墓地にでも葬るか
海馬のフィールドのリバースカードそうか海馬は俺に
奴ら今にも仲間割れしそうだぞ
所詮奴らにはチームワークなど存在しないのだ
遊戯気づいたな
俺はリバースカードを1枚セットしターン終了だ
遊戯 とうとうフィールドに守備モンスターを出すことができなくなったな。
これは賭けだ。
俺のターン、このマジックカードを使うぞ。儀式カード、仮面魔獣の儀式。
仮面魔獣。
光と闇、2人のフィールドのモンスター2体を生贄に捧げ。マスクドヘルレイザー召喚。
攻撃力3200。
遊戯のフィールドに壁はない。ヘルレイザー、遊戯を抹殺せよ。何？カイバのモンスターが身代わりに。
タッグデュエルルールでは味方プレイヤーの直接攻撃に対しタッグパートナーは自分のモンスターを身代わりにできる。忘れたか？
チームワークがないと思われていたこの二人が。
会話。
勘違いするな。さっきのクリボーの借りはこれで返した。
だがこれで海馬のモンスターもいなくなったかんな。
もはや貴様らは仮面魔獣の攻撃力の前では無力同然なのだ。
それはどうかな。
行くぜ会話。リバースカードオープン。手札抹殺。
何？手札抹殺だと？
全てのプレイヤーは手札を捨てなければならない。俺の手札の暗黒魔族ギルファーデーモンも墓地へ。
俺の手札も全て墓地に捨てる。上級モンスターを召喚するには生贄が必要だが、この状況で生贄なしにフィールドに出す方法が一つだけある。俺のターン。リバースカードオープン。死者蘇生。
あれは
海馬。
手札抹殺によって墓地に置かれたブルーアイズを生還させる。
ブルーアイズ。
ブルーアイズホワイトドラゴン生還。
My darlings, isn't this beautiful? Oh my god. First off, the tension, the feeling, the moment that Atem is about to lose. And then Kaiba actually sacrificing his monster. Of course, yes, he justifies it. I'm only paying you back for the Karibo that saved me the previous turn. Sure. Yeah. And I'm also using you so you can discard my entire hand. So I can summon Blue Eyes White Dragon. Yeah. Yeah. And my monster's on the field. No, guys, this is absolutely beautiful. And again, the ghouls know exactly the rules of tag duel, so they're not going to be like, impossible, you protected your teammate like we did all of this time, but you decide to do it now. Impossible. Sure, yeah. Like, they don't know the rules of the game. Not to mention, guys, again, none of the main characters, neither Kaiba nor Atem, were like, this card, what does it do? One guy with very interesting hand hair is the king of games, and the other guy is literally the richest man in the world who is also playing the game and creating, like, the virtual digital, not dimension, like, I cannot English anymore. I guess it's a little bit too late for me to actually explain like the virtual reality thing and actually playing the game and being the top duelist in basically, yeah, no, Kaiba is definitely like the second best duelist in all the world. So like they don't know a card. Who are you fucking kidding? Excuse me, my darlings. But yeah, no, absolutely not. 4Kids made both Kaiba and both Atem incredibly dumb in this situation. I do not believe that these two are the top duelists in all of the world. Especially Atem, who's absolutely freaking useless. And you know what? Seeing how Yuugi is actually basically taking the lead, even though Atem is the one who's in the control of Yuugi's body currently, you know. Like, it makes sense that Yuugi wins at the end of the series in episode 224, because technically all of this time it was actually Yuugi who was dueling and not Atem. Because Yuugi's the one who was talking in his head. Duh. So, you know, absolutely just disgusting and just like. But yeah. Okay, my darling, so let me read your comments real quick before we jump into the Bible, of course. But yeah, David Honey, please not use my real name in the chat. That is not necessary whatsoever. Not to mention, I don't think I ever actually gave it on YouTube. Maybe like on Facebook or like Instagram, but those two I don't even use. So let's refrain from that, okay? I would be lip-syncing across screaming and fear get away. Yuki-chan, no! Yada, yo. How come the duelist teammate allows his or her respective monsters to just step? David, I mean, that's a normal thing. Like, in the animated version, that's exactly what happens. You can protect your tag player with your own monsters, and they've done this at this point multiple times, actually. And guys, a little fun fact for the future. Once I'll be writing tag duel, and there will be a tag duel actually. Maybe one or two. You'll see. Of course, monster intercepting and protecting is very important, and it plays a huge role, and especially for Kaiba actually in this duel, him overstepping his ego to pay back Atem like this and protecting him with his strong monster while Atem used Karibo. You know how it is insulting, because back in Duelist Kingdom, Karibo was the monster that almost defeated Kaiba, and here the same exact Karibo protected him, and Kaiba willingly sacrificed his defense monster for Atem. This is clearly showing that Atem, no, not Atem, Seto is, oh, of course, maybe for his selfish reasons, and he will be explaining it in the next chapter, but it's more of, you protect me, I protect you, I kind of consider you as my friend, even though I will never, ever, 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 ever admit it to your face. That kind of thing. So yeah, it's quite fun to see Kaiba like this. Another reason why I freaking love this duel so much. Then took advantage of his graveyard, a strategy that, yes, absolutely followed. It is absolutely a great strategy. And something that Seto actually mentioned in the manga, that a great duelist can summon a monster without a sacrifice. And that is true. No, Seto's absolutely great. I freaking love him. Mass Beast is a dangerous, massive mass monster. How come Monster Reborn design changed between both Japanese and English version? I mean, David, honey, like, 4Kids change whatever the hell they want, to be honest. So obviously, if they had I don't know if they want to censor or edit the monster or whatever, of course they're going to do it. Like, we've seen how Mana was changed, disgusting. And we've seen other, like, Harpy Ladies and other things. So, like, it's 4Kids. At this point, when it comes to some of the edits, I just, like, raise my hand and defeat and be like, yeah, this is 4Kids, there is no logic, you know? So, like, Yeah, it's for kids. My only argument. But of course, support the original and more importantly, support the Bible. Perfection anime form, absolutely fall. Absolutely, Julian, 100%. Also, how come Blue Eyes White Dragon roars? Oh, dude, I cannot answer that because for kids, whenever Doom monsters are involved, they change their sound effects. It doesn't matter which monster it is, but for all of these 71 episodes, it's the exact same thing. That all the Doom monster sound effects are re-recorded by 4Kids to fit whatever fantasy they have, basically. Like, instead of actually dragons, we have like crows and freaking peacocks and that shit, basically. But not an actual dragon. And yeah, no, Kisara or Blue Eyes White Dragon does not sound like herself, basically. Oh, Yuki-chan, there's a little bit of Spanish I won't be able to comprehend. Like I said before, Seto and Yami beat Lubus. Okay, the ghouls. Blue Eyes White Dragon is actually Sensei's most beloved monster. She technically, she is his favorite monster, simply because it was the very first Doom monster that Sensei has drawn back in the day, inspired by Jaws and Alien. So yeah, it makes absolute sense. Japanese is better. Of course, Yuki-chan. 1000%. Oh. Does a teammate monster intercept within the Doom monsters that we play? David, probably not because TCG in real life it's absolutely different. I don't even want to read the rulebook to be honest because I'm never going to play it in real life. Even when writing GC, I'm still going to follow Sensei's rules the way that he established in the manga. Not even in the anime, but mostly in the manga. And yeah, how it is done in TCG in real life, probably every player for himself, no interference or nothing, none of that shit. But this actually builds dynamic because Atem sacrificed his Karibo's sacrifice, his multiplying Karibos to protect Kaiba, basically creating a wall for him. And in this case, Kaiba, who never ever, aside from his brother in Duelist Kingdom, protected or saved anybody, here actually willingly sacrificed his monster for Atem. It's beautiful. Honestly, it is absolutely gorgeous. And that's why we love this duel, and we really love Seto Kaiba. So, my darlings, let's go. Manga version, real quick. Well, not real quick, but still. So what do we have? The Karibo is being destroyed. Atem is left wide open. Atem looks at he draws a card. It is the Chain of Destruction. He looks like he has I don't remember the name of the card, but yeah, it's like the card of destruction or whatever it's called. Basically, they discard their cards, yada yada yada. Atem thinks that maybe Kaiba has something in his hand. He doesn't want to ruin the strategy. And Kaiba over here like, oh, no. Too bad. I cannot summon my high-level monster. Maybe it's best to send them to the graveyard. And it's so freaking funny because Atem realizes what's going on. He's like, oh, you want me to do it? And the two are over here like, oh, look at them. They're fighting still. Ha 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 ha. We're going to win. Yada yada yada. And Kaiba in his inner monologue, Yuugi, do you understand what I mean? And Atem is like, yes. In the most arrogant way. Oh. So he plays his face down card, and there we go. So what happens next is, of course, we have the Mask of Darkness, attacking basically. They're using the ritual card to increase, to to summon another monster to increase their attack points. And of course, that means what? That Atem will be attacked because he has the lowest life points, as well as he's wide open for a direct attack. And Atem knows that he's fucked, so he just closes his eyes. And guys, remember, flip over the page. So we have the gadget soldier protecting Atem. And Kaiba's of course being like, yeah, no, don't worry. It's only because of the Karibos. You protected me with your Karibos, so I'm paying you back. That's it. Nothing else. So Atem, of course, activates his card of destructions or whatever it was called. I didn't remember. Guys, again. When it comes to cards, I don't remember the names. But anyway, so they discard their entire hand. The two brothers are surprised. Yada, yada, yada. And yeah. This scene plays out perfectly. We actually finish exactly where the chapter ends. So Kaiba discards his entire hand. And the smug asshole that he is, he's being like, strong players. Top players have other ways to summon a monster that is level 8 or higher. And of course he uses Monster Reborn, Shisha-Sose to summon Blue Eyes White Dragon. And just look at these two right here. Atem knows what he did. He's super calm. Kaiba, of course, is just enjoying this moment. And these two realize that they are fucked. But yes, whatever. This is absolutely perfect. And we not end in the middle of the chapter. We end exactly at the end of the chapter. Chapter 186. And the next chapter, yeah, we're starting off. But that next chapter is going to be actually next week. Okay, my darlings, so. Excuse me. So, my darlings, what can I say? 4 kids suck. They absolutely suck. We actually hit our highest level of bingos today. Wow! Who would have thought? Who would have thought? So, I guess this is it. The court is officially adjourned with 4 kids getting... Visa, how much did they get? Like, negative... let me scroll up. Like, I remember it was negative something. Oh, thank you, honey. Negative 4 out of 20. Not their lowest score, but 10 bingos. Abso-freaking-lutely, yes. 10 bingos. The court is officially adjourned. Oh my god, what a crazy episode. But Sugimoto-sensei, of course, gets 100 out of 10 because it was a beautifully animated episode. Absolutely gorgeous. We'll talk about Sugimoto-sensei either the next episode he's going to do or the last episode because, like I said, he'll be leaving us very, very soon and I want to discuss his beautiful style and animation and everything because he's so freaking great. But yes, my darlings, I guess at 6:30 in the morning in Russia, I guess we can finally wrap this up. So we're just at a negative funny number. Indeed, it's always in the negatives. Imagine guys what's going to happen in the future once we'll get to season 3 or 4. Oh god, don't get me started on 5. Oh, it's going to be terrible. Oh my god, we won't even get to 5 because we still have to watch Capsule Monsters. And Pyramid of Light. I was betting on the blackout, not gonna lie. I mean, we still have the next episode, so who knows? Maybe there's some Yuugi glazing is also going to happen. Very possible. But I guess we're going to see and find out the next episode. So, my darlings, please, if you haven't liked this video, please do like this video. After all, you stuck with me for almost 4 hours at this point. And You're gonna need the bigger skull. Yes, I do. But for now, this is the biggest. I need to buy a new one. So if you haven't liked this video, please do like this video. If you're not subscribed, if you're new here, please do subscribe. I scream at 4Kids 3 times a week. And of course, if you want to support me fully, aside from subscribing to my YouTube channel, please do subscribe to my Boosty page right here to find a Read Yu-Gi-Oh! GTC. Once again, shout out to Nox, Mafia Gravity, and Fallen Shonen for being my Boosty subscribers. Thank you so much for being here and supporting me. As promised, there will be another poll. Next, on the 27th, I'll be posting the full chapter 1 in one file, so you guys can read with my, of course, with my signature. And next month, we are starting chapter 2. So please, 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 please stick around and enjoy. And if you want to read, QR code right here. It is also in the chat and in the description box. But my darlings, I guess for today, this is it. So, I wish you all a good night. In my case, a good morning. And I hope I'll see you next week for another of What Will 4Kids Do This Time? And how much I will lose my mind. Thank you so much for sticking with me, and I love you all so much. Please do remember today's animator, Sugimoto Sensei from Studio Gallop, okay? Love you all. Have a good night, my darlings. See you next week. Bye-bye, my darlings. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.